If she don't feed you, you may have to punch her face. If she gets mouthy in the situation, pop, punch her face, pop, punch her face. Door. Pop, punch her face, pop, punch her face. If she don't feed you, you may have to punch her face. If she gets mouthy in the situation, pop, punch her face, pop, punch her face. Door. Pop, punch her face, pop, punch her face. If she don't feed you, you may have to punch her face. If she gets mouthy in the situation, pop, punch her face, pop, punch her face. Door. Pop, punch her face, pop, punch her face. If she don't feed you, you may have to punch her face. If she gets mouthy in the situation, pop, punch her face, pop, punch her face. Door. Pop, punch her face, pop, punch her face. If she don't feed you, you may have to punch her face. If she gets mouthy in the situation, pop, punch her face, pop, punch her face. Door. Pop, punch her face, pop, punch her face. Door.
You are about to experience the Drunken Peasants podcast, the greatest podcast in human history. Please recognize that this podcast is designed to be amusing and entertaining, and thus we engage in satirical comments, exaggerations, and even dirty jokes. If you are offended by such things, please go away and die. If you enjoy this podcast, we ask that you help to support its existence by contributing to our Patreon at patreon.com/DP. Contributors get regular access to monthly private shows, special commentaries, Google Hangouts with the peasants, and more. If you don't want to do that, you can also support the show by visiting audibletrial.com/Drunken Peasants to get a free audiobook and access to over 150,000 audiobook titles, including great selections on science and skepticism. And if you shop on Amazon.com, we strongly urge you to use one of the Amazon affiliate links in the description section of our videos. You can help support the show simply by using our link to buy things you were going to buy anyway. Now that we've got all that shit out of the way, sit back and enjoy the show.
Live from the frigid armpit of America, this is the Drunken Peasants podcast with Ben and TJ, bringing you opinions of the news from an altered perspective.
Fuck it! Hey man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
What the fuck are you talking about, atheist? It's okay.
You're nothing, TJ. You're garbage.
I just want to be light.
You're garbage.
And now, here are your hosts, Ben and TJ.
We'll do it live. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
We are doing it live. This is the Drunken Peasants podcast, episode 182. And returning today, actually our special guest is Scotty.
Scotty's here.
Yeah, Scotty, many of you didn't know this, but Scotty quit the show.
Yeah.
And
shit.
He quit the show, and we're
tired of their fucking shit.
He went to Hollywood and became a star.
And it all fizzled out that quick.
Yeah, so he's
Last
back.
week, Scotty quit the show. Doesn't matter, now we're back together. Yep.
Oh. And Scotty is here to eat a McDonald's egg McMuffin.
He has the egg. He has it.
Oh, your nasty hand touching it.
Yeah, just fucking rub my balls with that hand, too.
Probably fucking did.
That hand's got some balls stank on it.
Man, you fucking eat the shit then, bitch.
Eat that fucking egg. Egg, bitch. Eat the egg, Scotty. Prove there's an egg there first. You gotta show people there's an egg. That could be anything. That could be anything.
Well, it is McDonald's, so yes, it could be
Could be
anything.
anything. True. Okay.
Getting cancer.
Get your cancer, Scotty.
I feel the cancer flowing through me right now.
Yeah, get your fucking cancer, bitch.
I actually have AIDS now too.
You've always had AIDS.
AIDS cancer.
Peanut butter AIDS.
It's like the cancer cells in your body
I have testicular
AIDS.
cancer.
Testicular cancer. You have to have testicles first, Scotty.
I'm happy to show you some, TJ. If you're curious what they look like.
Yeah.
Little known fact. I don't want to see what you have down there, Scotty. I'm assuming it's some sort of
Yeah, you'll feel jealous afterwards. You're right. You're right. You'll feel jealous, TJ. You have no room to talk, micro dick.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Are you turning into AIU, Scotty?
No, he's turning into Tommy Sotomayor.
Yeah, Tommy Sotomayor.
You're micro dick, TJ.
Yeah.
Go, micro dick.
At least I have balls, Scotty. You just have a pendulous, empty scrotum. It's just a fucking loose sack.
How do you know all this, TJ? Did you study my balls or something?
Yeah, while you were
Your
sleeping.
lack thereof. Yeah, I was curious. I was like, does Scotty have any balls? So I went in your room and I lifted up the blanket. I'm like, nope, he does not. Unless
this shows you the mind of a madman.
Unless they're as small as California raisins.
Really quick before we get into the show, we want to make a correction from something that a segment that we covered several months ago. It was a debate. It was a debate between a woman and Peter Hitchens, where they were debating what was it, like PC?
Yeah, it was
speech?
like feminism and feminist voices in the media and shit like that.
Apparently, the woman is a competitive debater, and when you do that, you will debate topics that you may not necessarily even believe in, just to flex your muscles as a debater.
Yeah, or you might even be assigned a particular point of view.
Yeah, and you have to argue that whether you agree with it or not.
Right, so it was unfair for us to treat it as if it was her opinion, because
she received lots of harassment, and she was on Sargon of Akkad's podcast. Or live stream not too long ago, and she actually mentioned us and read her article on the DP wiki. Scotty, you're distracting TJ. You're
disgusting, Scotty.
Scotty, go back to your seat. Scotty. Kids, play nice.
I can smell the egg on his breath. It's really gross.
Egg.
Yeah. Disgusting.
But
anyway, sorry to that bitch. We didn't mean to.
You know what?
Never meant to hurt you.
We thought you were for reals.
TJ's like, we gotta stop being mean to people. Stop personally attacking them.
Fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you, bitch.
I didn't say fuck you, bitch.
What does PC stand for, TJ?
Okay, whatever.
What does
I
PC
didn't say
stand
that.
for,
I said
TJ?
something slightly
Pussy
different.
crushing.
It wasn't different. It was very different.
Oh, yeah.
You said
Okay.
fuck you. I
Always
said thank you. You
always-
think those are
The first
same?
thing TJ noticed about her was that she was a woman.
Always
He's like,
a
oh,
semantics
women.
game.
So
Semantics game
stupid.
with
Hey,
TJ.
I don't use the word women. That's derogatory. The proper term is bitch.
Okay.
That's what women like to be
You're a
called.
fucking misogynist. You make me sick, TJ.
No. That's their preferred nomenclature, I believe.
We're not going to do much shilling today. We just want to remind everyone, if you're going to do your holiday shopping on Amazon, please use the DP Amazon links below in the description to this video.
Yeah, because then we get money!
They've got to have...
It doesn't cost you anymore. We just get get a cut.
It's very helpful to the show. It helps out tremendously.
And I know a lot of you are doing Christmas shopping and shit, Amazon, so if you're doing that kind of shit and you want to support the show in the process, just use those links down below.
What if they don't want to do it, TJ?
Well, they don't have to.
You're not going to force them?
Oh,
You're a benevolent God,
what
TJ.
am I going to do?
You're a benevolent God.
I guess I could go from house to house and put guns on people's heads. Like, you better use the Amazon affiliate links in my videos. It's youtube.com/Drunken Peasants. That's where that is. You better go there. You better use the Amazon affiliate links or I'll blow your fucking brains out.
It's more like it, TJ.
Gonna orphan your fucking
That's a can-do attitude,
motherfucker.
TJ. You're gonna go far in life if you take up that attitude,
Shut
TJ.
up. You
I'm
already
proud
have-
of you.
He's a young go-getter.
You already have cancer, Scotty. You ate an egg. You're dead.
Yeah, well, I'm not dead yet, TJ.
You're basically dead.
I'm not
you
dead
might as
yet.
well be dead.
I'm still here, TJ.
Damn it,
Alive
dude!
and
Your
well.
head is so
Quit
gigantic.
fiddle-fucking, it was fine.
I can't. No, it wasn't. You looked like
It
you were.
was fucking
You looked
fine.
so small compared to all of us.
Well, in real life, I'm
he
much
is so
bigger,
small.
so what does it matter?
He is small.
Let this be the one place where I'm small.
well, we were talking
Well,
about
there
the
is
other
another
place you were
place.
small.
Yeah, that's true. It's very true. Good point, Ben.
You walked right into that one, TJ.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. It's time for Troll or Not a Troll. All right, here we go. Troll or not a troll. Let us know in the comments section or in the chat room, which is lovely as usual.
Hey guys, so I tried to record this video just then, but I uploaded it and it was all like really bad quality, so I'm gonna do it again.
That's much better quality.
Yeah, it's way better now.
A hard
This is like
time
8K
I've been
quality.
going through is deciding whether or not I'm Japanese. And
you know, I've been through the same
people are
thing.
gonna judge me for this. I'm aware of that, but like, I feel it in my veins. I know who I am, and I think I'm Japanese. Because,
Turning
like,
Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really
I've
think
been,
so.
Like, reading lots of
This has to be a
manga
troll.
and
Nope.
anime, and like, you know, like I also really like their food, like sushi.
Wow,
and,
yeah.
like,
Troll.
Hold on, Scotty. I'm shocked because normally you're so sure that it's not a troll, you're willing to just say it before it even happens.
I don't see anything trolling. She
Yeah.
likes anime and sushi, dude. Seems Japanese to me.
That's okay. That's what you would know about Japanese culture if you've never been to Japan.
She's
or anything to do
legit
with it.
Japanese.
I
dog.
watch anime. I
Hey.
watched Dragon Ball Z one time.
No. I watched Avril Lavigne's Hello Kitty video, and that's all I needed to know about Japanese
Well,
culture.
That's very,
It's like,
that's very
yeah,
sad.
man.
That's actually depressing.
I saw Memoirs of a Geisha, and I think I'm Japanese.
all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of thinking that I am Japanese. Like in my heart, I think I'm Japanese. So like I'm kind of getting fluent.
All right, yeah, whatever. Why even waste any more time?
I'm kind of getting fluent. It's like, okay, then show off those impressive Japanese skills right now.
Oh my god, that troll sound is so annoying. I can't
God,
believe I played that.
don't
every
play
time.
it. Play it again. Don't play it, Ben. Stop it.
It's so irritating when you play it. I am one person with an opinion. I think you should follow my opinion.
Do it again, Ben.
All right.
One more time.
So annoying.
Yeah, oh my god.
Frustrating.
Red alert!
Shields up. All right, so some of you may remember a long time ago, back when the show was a new show, we played some clips of this anti-bullying themed movie called Cool Cat.
We played Cool Cat a few times, like 2 or 3 times.
And there was the one
Yeah.
time Jacqueline Glenn was on, and we accidentally, it got stuck in slow mode.
It was disturbing. That's when like Cool Cat became a horror movie. An unintentional
It's
horror
already
comedy.
pretty horrific as it stands. But apparently the guy that created Cool Cat is going around flagging people for copyright infringement.
Yes.
Neat.
Yeah, and
he has the legal right, TJ.
in this video, he's going to claim that he's going to teach us about copyright infringement versus fair use.
Good.
Is Cool Cat going to come teach us?
Oh, no.
Aw,
Cool Cat
man.
is not available.
Darn.
Yeah, his price tag was a little too high.
I want a Cool Cat to teach me.
But he's going to demonstrate that he actually knows fucking nothing.
Neat.
Yeah. So, here we go.
Sound good.
Hi, I'm Derek Savage of Cool Cat Productions.
And by the way,
Wow.
I
Is it just me, or is he like exactly what you would imagine when you see Cool Cat? Like, yeah, this is the guy that created.
he was actually in the Cool Cat movie. I think he played Cool Cat's dad, which is weird because Cool Cat's mom is like a cat woman, but he's just a human being in it. But
It'd make more sense if
He has his
Cool
fetishes.
Cat's mom was just a regular cat and he was a human. You know, and then you could be like, "Whoa, that's kind of creepy."
I guess the conservatives are right, dude. Soon they'll be marrying animals.
I sincerely like this guy. He's just flag crazy. Hopefully he doesn't pull any shit. Anyway,
he
I'm the
owns
creator
this.
of
Yeah.
Cool Cat, and I also produce.
this is
and
totally
direct
fair
feature
use here.
films.
We're talking
And
over
the
it.
reason I'm making this video today is last week I took down several videos that were copyright infringing against my content, and I've got a little heat for doing it. Now there is so many lies and just misinformation on the internet about copyright infringement, and fair use. So I want to make this video to show you the difference between the two right there.
Finally going to be
Bottom
cleared up
line,
for all time.
Copyright infringement is stealing from someone. It's just as if someone came in your house, ripped off your stuff, and then went to sell it. Because
Okay, so here's the problem with that. Anybody who goes and takes the cool cat thing, like, that's not the same as someone coming to your house and stealing your stuff, because if someone comes to your house and steals your stuff, you don't have that stuff anymore. You still have Cool Cat, okay? So right there, huge difference.
Yes.
But he's not making money off those videos, TJ.
The people who took the people who took the videos and reviewed the Cool Cat stuff is because they were making fun of it. So they obviously were not the intended audience for Cool Cat. It's not like they took your fucking Cool Cat and then put it on their own channel like, yeah, guys, I made this Cool Cat, bro. And everyone's like, yeah, Cool Cat's cool. You made this, huh?
I don't think anyone's ever had that reaction to Cool Cat.
Yeah, I feel like anybody who sees the Cool Cat thing is just like, what the fuck
It's just
is this
instantly
horrific
repulsed.
shit?
Children are just like, what the fuck? Can my parents afford some mainstream shit?
It's like, can we watch Sesame Street, Mommy?
you, especially monetizing the content, that throws it way out of fair use. And I'm going to show you a few very recent, very famous copyright infringement cases. And I'm sure you've heard of a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
Copyright infringement is not a game. It is against the law, and you are stealing from somebody.
It's against the what?
And only
The
scumbags
law.
The law.
steal from
It's
somebody.
against the law.
You're stealing.
Coral.
It's against the law.
Coral.
And you're stealing.
You're stealing. It's against the law. What the fuck?
The low.
Oh, man, we're totally violating this dude's copyright right now, man.
No.
This video
It's
is
going to be monetized.
his
we're
copyrighted
stealing.
material.
We're stealing from Cool Cat.
We just need to do an all Cool Cat show.
The Cool Cat show.
This is the all Cool Cat edition of the Drunken Peasants podcast.
Plain and simple. Now, I am not going to mention any names of anybody's websites out there because simply I am not going to give anybody any publicity. But I'm going to state this.
Yeah, man, because once the creator of Cool Cat drops your name, that's when you know you hit the big time.
Instant stardom.
Yeah, I mean, Eric Estrada was in Cool Cat.
Yeah, man.
Can't get any bigger than that.
Yeah, man, you can't.
Oh, we begged to have him on the Drunken Peasants podcast. He's like, "Are you joking? I've been
What's
in the Cool
next,
Cat
Steve
movie."
Gutenberg? Cool Cat meets Steve Gutenberg.
For a fact, and listen closely to me.
And special appearance by Yakov Smirnoff.
This dude,
You
I mean,
are
like,
being-
he kind of has like this weird, like, I'm like the love child of Owen Wilson and Michael Bay thing going on. I don't know if anyone else is getting that vibe. And then the way he talks is, I don't even know what his accent is.
It's some kind of southern accent.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's the low.
The low.
It's the low. I'm gonna tell you about the low. Get low, mofo.
Lied to, you are being treated just like you're a little stinking punk. You're being deceived. And the thing is, on one of the videos at timestamp 4:45 was said, the person said, I'm going to milk it for everything I can.
He driving a car?
No, he's milking a cow.
Yeah,
I'm gonna milk it for everything I can. Thanks, Cool Cat, for your awesome original content, so I can steal it and make money off of it.
Mwahaha! Cool Cat is so famous. I will use these clips from the Cool Cat thing indiscriminately and then hide behind fair use laws. No, not on my watch. I'm gonna tell you guys a thing or two about copyright. I own the shit out of Cool Cat, bitch.
And that's exactly what's happening.
Exactly?
Exactly?
That's exactly what's happening with the
Exactly.
low. Oh my goodness.
Oh my
You are
goodness.
being milked. You're being treated like you're a big fat cow is what you're doing.
Is that gonna be a new
I mean-
character? Cool Cat meets Big Fat Cow.
I'm a big fat cow? Huh. Like,
Okay, now I've got several emails. Usually I don't even see emails. My assistant takes care.
By the way, who is this people he's talking about who are being like milked and treated like they're stupid? You mean like the audience who wanted to see Cool Cat get made fun of and you stop people from doing that because you're a douche? those people, they're being deceived. I think you're the one that's being deceived. You're deceiving yourself if you think these people are being deceived. They know that, you know, Cool Cat is garbage. Cool Cat is a fucking pile of shit. The only thing that makes Cool Cat even slightly useful in this world is that cynical fucks like us can find it and laugh at how horribly inept it is.
Okay.
And now seeing you, the creator, I think it's obvious why Cool Cat sucks.
Okay, TJ, Cool Cat wants to keep kids off drugs, out of gangs. You know, what have you done
He
lately
wants to
for
stop
the world?
bullying, too.
I want to fucking start
You're bullying Cool
I want to
Cat.
start bullying, and I want kids to do drugs and join gangs.
A drug gang.
That's where I stand. Cool Cat is antithetical to my superior moral values.
Of all that for me. I'm producing my new film right now. I don't have time to deal with this junk, but I'm making this video
Apparently
right
you
here just to show that what you're hearing is nothing more than filthy lies. And I want to clarify the difference between copyright infringement and fair use. You see, years ago I studied law. I wanted to be an attorney, and
I failed at that, so now I make shitty movies about a retard cat that dances around like an idiot.
Yeah, unfortunately, he didn't fail at Cool Cat.
What are you talking about? Cool Cat is a failure. What the fuck?
I guess he didn't fail at making it.
No, but I'm saying, but he's still making this fucking shitty movie. I mean, hey, it might be low budget as shit, but it's still coming out.
I feel bad for any kid that's raised on Cool Cat. Like, hello, Billy, I found this is just a gun.
Have you seen the whole thing, or at least like a decent clip of it?
I mean, I've seen the stuff we showed on this show.
Yeah, the bully in it is like the only fat kid in the entire fucking thing. And they're always like, bullies have no friends, indicating that only the kids with no friends are the bullies.
Yeah, it's all bullshit.
Yeah.
that experience is which led me into producing projects. So, you know, studying the law and Hollywood, where I lived for 27 years, you know, it was just a good tie-in right there. Okay, now I get emails.
Wait a minute.
Totally fucking delusional.
What is the connection between Cool Cat and the study of law?
I am the law.
Yeah, like, is Cool Cat gonna don a Judge Dredd helmet and go around shooting bullies and shit?
Man, that would make Cool Cat a lot cooler.
Yeah. Then he would actually...
I would actually watch Cool Cat then.
He'd still talk like this, though!
Hey, it's Cool Cat!
Hey, kids!
I could see Cool Cat as like a Rick and Morty character if it was done right.
Yeah, I can see what you're talking about.
Stop it now, Derek. Oh, stop it.
What?
Several days ago,
Did you just relive like a rape flashback? Or
Oh, don't do it! Don't do it!
Well,
Okay,
they were saying it to him. He was like, stop it, Derek.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He was the rapist in the flashback.
Yeah.
he emailed this boy, and I'm calling him just right out what he is. He is a lying punk troll, and that's what he's doing to it. That is not being a bully right there to any degree. Stating a fact is a fact. Anyone who lies to you and deceives you, in my eyes, is a punk. Plain and simple. I sent an email, a nice email, just about three or 4 days ago, saying, you know, let's end this crap. You know, just give me a little apology, take down those videos. I'm a happy camper. I would not do any further legal actions against you.
Sounds like he's about to cry.
Yeah, like he's just mad that no one likes Cool Cat.
I mean, he should at least accept that people like it for what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, like, he should be happy that people give a shit about it, even to make fun of it.
This is like the Tommy Wiseau shit with The Room, where a bunch of people made fun of The Room, and then he's all like, I'm just gonna DMCA them all, and it's like, dude, like, this, if anything, this gives you more attention.
I DMCA you now, huh?
Plain and simple. And I have proof that I did that because I CC'd Adam at YMS on this. I hate to bring Adam into this, but he is my proof that I tried to end this many days ago.
Adam covered this video and totally destroyed it, by the way.
I would say it's pretty easy to do. I mean, this guy, like, he hasn't even gotten into the gist or substance of his argument, whatever it's going to be yet. He's kind of just setting it up still.
Wait till you see his evidence, air quotes.
Wow, really?
Yep.
Okay.
In fact, he said, Derek, why you see this? You know, I like Adam, first of all. Adam's a good-hearted man, and I know for a fact that he loves Cool Cat, and that is extremely important to me.
Yeah, well, he is a furry, so...
That's awesome.
Yeah.
He loves fucking Cool Cat.
You know, Adam did say that if you watch the Cool Cat movie and you view it as a group of furries role playing, then it makes a lot more sense.
You just need to put it through that perceptual lens, and then it works.
Oh, then they're gonna be alone later. Oh,
he said like Cool Cat was like a 35-year-old unemployed man. And then, like, he's banging the gay man in Mrs. Cool Cat's costume.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah.
It's kind of beautiful when you look from that perspective, isn't it?
Right there. Okay.
The
he says,
perfect
watch
family.
your CC. He says, I'm not in this. I said, I know you're not. I just want you to know that I'm reaching out to try to end this crap and to do the right.
Hey, you started this crap. What are you talking about, end this crap?
He's gonna end it, TJ.
Look, if someone takes your Cool Cat videos and posts them elsewhere and is like, yeah, I did this is me, then you have a case for copyright infringement.
Yeah, there you go. He has got a case.
But if someone's using clips from it and then criticizing it and providing commentary on it, and, you know, basically using it as reference material so that they can actually go through it and provide a critique, that is fair use.
Yeah.
That's the same reason that honest
YouTube,
trailers can use clips from, you know, big Hollywood movies.
But YouTube has clearly decided, in a number of cases, and I mean, maybe they'll change this in the future, but even I remember you guys were telling me, oh, we're gonna try to do this gaming shit. You recorded, you got like 5 flags on the video.
Yes.
And that's not fair use. I mean, so it's like the standard is all over the place.
You know, I mean, you never know. It's like sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and
so this. I mean, I'm not surprised this guy got the videos removed because he's like, I'm the owner of Cool Cat, and they're like, oh well, I don't really like what these guys. It's kind of funny because it's really just used for censorship because obviously they made fun of Cool Cat and made it dirty, you know, and then he's like, oh, I don't want this associated with Cool Cat, so I want this removed, and like just remove your shit, and people are just like no, or didn't respond, and it's like, oh fuck you, I'll just DMCA you, and we've seen it all the time. We see people constantly just want to censor other people by using the DMCA.
Right thing to do what Cool Cat would do. And he said, okay, and so I apologize up front if it brings him in. I'm going to email him to let him know this, but I got proof from someone that you people know and that you respect.
Let's see it.
That Derek Savage has done the right thing. Okay, once again.
Wait a minute. He's Derek Savage, right?
Yes.
So he just did that creepy third person thing?
Yep. Bob Dole did the right thing.
Derek Savage knows what Derek Savage wants, and Derek Savage wants Cool Cat to be left alone.
And let me be very clear on this. You are being deceived, and you're being milked like a fat cow.
That doesn't sound so bad.
A little fat cow.
You know, yeah, milk me, Derek Savage.
Are you gonna dress up with like a cow costume, like a cow, like a really cheesy?
Yeah, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show up in the Cool Cat set. And be like, hi, I'm Mad Cow.
More TJ, furry role playing.
Hey TJ, moo. Let's see.
Moo.
Nah, you don't got it.
What? I said moo, bitch.
Moo.
Like, you didn't want me to like try to moo like
yeah, let's see if you can actually imitate a cow. All right. You can be the little fat cow in Cool Cat, TJ. I've cast you.
Yeah, I got the role.
I cast you, bitch.
They only cast top-notch actors in Cool Cat, too.
I know the boy's playing on your emotions. Now, there was something on there. Well, how did he find the video? He must have gone out of his way to search it. That's a filthy lie. I'm too busy working to search the net. I don't have time for those games.
What are you working on? What do you
never
He said he's working on a new movie, whatever it is.
So what? You're too busy. You know, you have the time to sit here and do a 21-minute rant about how you're right for flagging all these videos. You have time to sit there and flag a bunch of videos, too. You know, obviously you got too much free time.
He doesn't have time to search for this stuff, TJ.
I mean, like,
clearly.
Don't you realize, like, people who look at this shit, like, they see, oh, Cool Cat, you know, it's this ridiculous nonsense. Like, don't you think that just raises the profile of Cool Cat?
That's what I'm saying. Why can't you just embrace that some people just want to make fun of this shit?
Yeah.
The way I find out about all of these videos out there is when people email me about them. And once I start getting enough emails, complaining about them, then I focus in it. I got several mothers email me said about this boy's crap, and says, Derek, you got to address this. And that's when I
Who is this boy he keeps referencing?
I don't know.
Boy? There's a boy, and I had a lot of mothers come to me and say, you know,
I got proof that he's a boy.
They're making Cool Cat look bad, you know?
They do not need any help to make Cool Cat look bad. It's just a horrible character. I can't believe this guy really thinks this is like you fucking like Mickey Mouse. Like, this is some winning fucking intellectual property.
The worst part about the actual Cool Cat character is they didn't do like voice overdubs, so it just sounds like a guy with his voice being muffled because
Cool Cat! Cool Cat! Don't smoke crack! Did he just say smoke crack?
He looks like a fucking like college football mascot or something.
He looks like a college football mascot that got masticated and spit out.
Cool Cat would be way cooler if you offered the kids like some fucking like doobies or something like, let's smoke up, kids. This is like whatever message I was going to teach you. That's a bunch of bullshit anyways.
It's like, man, you won Cool Cat.
Fucking
Take
right.
my time and my attention. I mean, even on YouTube, sometimes like on those videos, I'll see comments 4 or 5 months ago. I don't have the time to go there and answer them. So it's not like I'm trying to avoid you.
You're so full of shit.
It's just
you're so full of shit.
I'm always working, trying to produce new content to entertain you. And that's a good thing. I love doing it. I love making movies. And
what the fuck? Like, I'm so awesome. Good job, me.
Yeah, you know, when I see the Cool Cat movies, I don't think of you trying to entertain me. I think of you trying and probably failing to entertain like very small children who are in like the Barney Sesame Street age.
Yeah.
And like, I'm sorry, but if I was a father, I think I would definitely have my kids sit down in front of fucking Sesame Street or some shit before I showed them Cool Cat. Like that exists so that adults can make fun of how bad it is. That's what Cool Cat's fate is. That's what Cool Cat should be about. It's about us taking your creation, looking at it and saying, what a pile of shit. That's why Cool Cat exists. There's no moms and they're like, my kid loved Cool Cat, but then he saw this stuff on the internet and now it's like, that never happened. You're full of shit.
I'm damn good at it too.
No.
Praise God.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Praise Jesus.
And that's how I find it, is complaints. I got mothers complaining.
No,
Now,
you don't. Explain copyright law to us, please.
that people said to me. And they said, Derek, why are you doing this? This will kill your brand. Totally disagree. First and foremost.
Yeah, I disagree too, because your brand would have to be alive to be killed. And it's dead. Cool Cat was dead on
Where does
arrival.
he even distribute this Cool Cat? Does he do it online or like?
I think so.
Okay.
You ever taken a really nasty shit and you flush the toilet and the bathroom kind of fills with that shit smell? That's actually Cool Cat. That's how he distributes it.
Most. What Cool Cat stands for.
Oh, he's shilling.
Wow, shilling.
He's shilling.
Oh shit! Cool Cat saves the kids.
Sure, that Cool Cat touches the kids.
Ooh,
what's going on there?
Cool Cat saves the kids.
Is he in that fucking Cool Cat costume? I don't know.
No. Look at how terrible the cover art is for that.
This is some dude that thinks he can do everything himself. He's like, I can do it all. Look, you can make a movie by yourself. You don't need all these fancy crews and money and budgets. It's like, yeah, you actually do.
I read Photoshop for idiots. Now I'm perfectly capable of designing a DVD cover.
And the Cool Cat Saves the Kids movie. The overall message, well, first of all, it is the anti-bullying and kids gun safety movie. Like I mentioned, I lived in L.A. for...
Wow, it's the definitive anti-bullying and gun safety movie.
Well, they want gun safety. They just pull out Cool Cat Saves the Kids. Like, here you go. Just watch this.
All right, kids, you're going to learn some valuable lessons from Cool Cat.
A lot of years, and there's graffiti everywhere. So I got an anti-graffiti message in there also, and there's an also no stealing. Cool Cat says stealing is no good.
Okay, what world did this guy live in where it's like, if you just fucking tell someone not to do something, they'll just do like, kids don't steal, and the kids just get like, okay, and they'll never steal anything in their whole life.
But when he said that, like, did you guys get like the strong impression of like some psychological trauma. Stalin is not good.
Yeah.
It's
That,
like,
throughout this video, it seems like he's holding back tears.
are you like thinking back to when your mom like beat your ass because she caught you with a candy bar from the gas station or something?
Now, if people just uploaded his movie and monetized it and didn't do anything else with it, sure, that's stealing. Sure.
Yeah.
You're stealing his ad revenue. You're not stealing his actual intellectual property.
Yeah, you can't. That's impossible.
Right. But this, he didn't flag videos for that. He flagged videos that, you know, were transformative in nature, according to fair use.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what copyright infringement is. It's ripping you off. Plain and simple. Okay, but the thing is, the reason why I know it'll never hurt my brand, and I'm not stating this, I mean, over the past week, good Lord Almighty, I have sold more Cool Cat movies than I usually do in a month and a half.
Yeah, well, that's why you shouldn't have stopped those people.
God, he's so fucking dumb.
You're admitting yourself that these people were helping you sell copies of this piece
It's the
of
same
shit.
thing that happened with the fucking Room. That's a fucking cult classic now. People want to watch it just for how bad it is.
Yeah, you know, 90% of those people buying that were probably people like, dude, let's buy the Cool Cat DVD and get fucking stoned and watch that shit, man.
It's like Troll 2 or something.
Yeah, it's like a so bad it's good on some level, as long as you have some friends and you're inebriated.
Yeah.
Half period, more Cool Cat t-shirts. I had to place another order because I'm selling out of everything. And also
the original 10 I ordered sold out after only 2 years.
on Twitter,
I'm a published author,
I just
TJ.
started doing it about 4 or 5 months
Did he say
ago. I got about
tweeter?
2,000 followers.
I tweeted them.
Really?
I tweeted them.
Tweeter D or tweeter D?
No, it was against the law.
Now, right around
He has
there.
a really weird
I
vernacular.
put it on private, you know, where you got to send me, because just wait till all this crap gets out, till the truth gets out to you. And I got over 2,500 requests in there. I mean, I literally over doubled my following.
Is he still complaining? It sounds like he's thanking people.
Dude, if that's all true, like, why are you even complaining? I'd be like, man, fucking upload some more shit. Yeah, make fun of Cool Cat some fucking more.
Yeah, I think that the next Cool Cat movie should be called Cool Cat Forgets to Take His Meds. Or is that what we're already watching right now?
Cool Cat tries catnip.
And so many people have now heard of Cool Cat. But the way I know it will not ever hurt my movie is because good will always whoop lies and evil. Plain and simple, baby doll. And Cool Cat is good for children. And for
No, it's really not. Like,
it's suitable for children of all ages.
we watched the Cool Cat bullying thing on this show, and it was actually pretty morally reprehensible and shitty. And seeing you now and realizing you're the moral compass behind the creation of Cool Cat, it's pretty easy to see why it's so fucked up and terrible in terms of its moral message and shit. I mean, it's basically like the most pro-bullying, anti-bullying thing I've ever seen.
It's funny because, like, it really turns around, like, the bully's actually the loser. Look how fat and how stupid he is, and he has no friends.
Yeah, your solution to bullying is, like, everyone just bully the bully.
I know. What the fuck is going on? It's not an anti-bullying message.
Yeah, it's just like, we're not bullying the right people. That's the real problem.
He's different. Bully him instead.
For all you people that seen those BS reviews out there, you know, the ones I've shut down, please.
Yeah, how dare someone review your content?
BS reviews.
They just BS reviews. You know, it's impossible for a review to be BS unless it's actually just lying about the content of Cool Cat. Like, if it's like, Cool Cat stars a dog named McGruff and he fights crime, then you can be like, that's lies.
Yep.
Yeah, but someone's like,
But someone saying Cool Cat
fucking
sucks. You know, that's not a lie. That's just an opinion.
That's what I'm saying.
fucker.
It's just a censorship campaign. It's so obvious.
People don't like what I did, and I'm angry.
Don't judge all some punk what they say. Get your own copy of the movie. It's only $9.99. My God, you can afford that.
$9.99, Michael.
This is just a chance to shill and
how
shit.
entertaining and enjoyable this film is. Bottom line, my word to you, my guarantee to you, you never seen that like a Cool Cat Saves the Kids film. I guarantee that.
And if you act now,
my
you
God.
could get 2 cool cats for only $14.95. Just
Do you
pay
think he,
separate processing
you think he
and
tries to
handling.
bed women with this shit? I'm the creator of Cool Cat. You want to watch? No. I don't. I'm going to leave. Oh, baby, come on.
Cool cat.
You're a liar. You're falling for the lies of the liars.
Cool cat.
Then he fucks
Okay.
the eye hole of the Cool Cat mask. You understand me, Cool
You'll never
Cat?
leave, Cool Cat.
You fucking understand me, Cool
Oh,
Cat?
I love you, Cool Cat.
Hey. Now,
Next
right
day,
here,
the Cool Cat
this
guy
going to
puts on the
address
mask. He's like, why does it
some
smell
of
like
the
semen in
web.
here?
Okay, we're going to talk about some recent case laws. Now,
Okay.
one thing about copyright infringement and fair use, don't believe what you read on the internet. You know for a fact that most of the stuff you read was written probably by some 13 or 14-year-old teenager.
Yeah.
I had someone email me, well, it's fair use. That's when somebody's comment was on the YouTube page or on the Yahoo page. I'm going,
What? Yahoo?
when it comes to law, there's one thing you go by, and it's called case law, previous cases. There's one saying that is very, very relevant in the law field, and it's called
Stupid is as stupid does.
ignorance of the law is not an excuse. Always remember that. You can't go into court and say, well, Judge, I didn't know it. I thought it was this. I thought it was that. No, it's not. Ignorant of the law is not an excuse.
Ignorant of the law is not an
excuse.
excuse.
A goose.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that saying. First of all, you're the one who's ignorant of the law because those videos that you took down definitely do fall under fair use. And if you actually were not a mental fucking retard, you would know that. But more importantly, even than that, actually, fuck it. Let's just keep going.
Steal from somebody, you're doing wrong. You see, I'm a very
No one stole from you.
You're a fucking moron. You just said you sold more than you did before.
And there's wrong. There ain't much middle ground, especially in today's ground. Either you're doing right
This dude is
or
a
you're
certifiable
doing wrong.
fucking moron.
So
that'd be like, okay, you know what that would be like? That'd be like if when we talked about Brett Keane. Imagine his book sales shot up like 1,000%, and then he was like, "I want those videos taken down." That'd be the equivalent.
Scotty, there's right and then there's wrong. And there ain't no in between. Something's right or something's wrong.
There's no gray areas.
And he is the moral arbiter.
So there's right and there's wrong.
And then there's left.
And
then there's up and there's down.
Right and wrong.
Yep.
And you move them back and forth like that.
Yep. You move them around. You fit one in one hand, one in the other, and you
maybe
bounce
you move them apart, kind of move them back together.
This feels right. This feels wrong.
Right and
Right,
wrong.
wrong, right,
Yeah,
wrong.
right
Yeah.
and wrong.
And ripping
Maybe tickle it a
somebody
little
off
bit.
is wrong. And that's why I file copyright infringement strikes against these people to get my content off. I mean, they didn't even have the common
you didn't.
courtesy to even contact me to try to get my permission to use it.
Why the
And
fuck
that
would
is
they
a
bother?
very important word that we're about to address right here, right there.
Do it.
Permission. Whenever you're dealing with
Permission?
something that's copyrighted,
Permission.
that someone has time and money invested in to make, you damn well better write them and beg them for their permission or ask them for their permission.
Oh God, beg. Okay,
You
that's
better come to me and beg for my permission.
I'll suck your dick if you give me Cool Cat. Please.
No. No one has to ask your permission to review fucking Cool Cat. It's fair use. You're a moron.
At least it should be fair use. I mean, we don't know.
It is.
Obviously.
It qualifies under fair use. Anytime, if this was actually brought to a court of law.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if it was brought to a court, then there's probably a good chance.
I mean,
it would hold up.
YouTube
But
might
who?
YouTube might uphold this guy.
YouTube actually, I think they've said they're actually going to defend specific cases to try to like advance copyright law precedent.
Yeah, well, it's like most of these big studios do not go around flagging when someone like Honest Trailers or something uses clips from their movie, even if they're making fun of how bad the movie is, because they realize like, oh, this is fair use. They're allowed to do this.
And if they say no, then you don't touch it for nothing. Understand that, please. Okay?
Fuck you.
Now just go right here. I'm going to do my B camera right here. This is my A camera, for producing right here, and this is my B camera. Now on this website right here, this is, well, first and foremost, I found all of these right here. It took me all of... Oh,
You found it on the internet? Where you just told people not to go to look for
well, you know, that was probably written by a bunch of 13-year-olds. I don't trust it.
30 seconds. Google search. Just go to Google and punch in.
Oh my God!
You just said you didn't have time for searches. You just said you don't have time to search anything ever.
Fuck this.
Infringement cases. This was like the third down the line. It's 99designs.com, and it's 5 famous
an article that's written is basically an ad for their site.
Cases. Okay, now we're going to scroll down. Now here's one right here. This is Rogers versus Coons. Okay, Rogers took this picture, Coons ripped him off and made some statues.
Right, but that's just a reproduction of the photo. It's not criticism or commentary or transformative in nature.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's basically a recreation.
Yes.
Right here. You know, and he sold them. Once again, monetizing, trying to make commercial profit. All
right. Okay, so if someone actually went and made like a video that was nothing but, you know, I'm Cool Cat, but with a K, you know, and it's almost exactly the same as your Cool Cat stuff and has the same themes, and it almost like entirely reproduces it from start to finish, but changes a few little minor details here and there, then yes, you would have a fucking case. But that would be the equivalent of what you're talking about right now. That did not happen.
Somebody else's work is a major no-no. You cannot monetize YouTube videos or any of that crap. Remember that. That is law.
Yeah.
It will get you in a lot of trouble.
I like how he says law like lull. Lull. He does it for the lulls.
I do it for the lols.
And you're a scumbag to do it because you're ripping somebody off.
No.
Plain and simple.
Shut up.
Okay.
You've just talked
right
how
here.
you profited from this.
Such an idiot.
So even if it really is copyright infringement, the only thing that's happened to you is you've benefited.
Or Roger shot the photograph of a couple holding a line of puppies in a row. You see, it's a cute little picture. And
I think we've spent enough on this.
He's an idiot.
Yeah, so he shows all these examples that actually were.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that Adam, you said Adam went and tore this video apart
Yes.
more. If you guys want to see a more thorough tearing this apart, you can go check out.
It's really good.
Your movie sucks. Whatever. You could find it.
Yeah. All right. Here's Caden Cowger's review of a Democratic debate. It happened. It was the second one, basically.
Right. So it was like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So how many of you watched the Democratic debate, second one that took place?
I wish I was Rush Limbaugh.
CBS
He does. It's so obvious.
So how many of you watched the Democratic debate?
I guarantee you this kid's parents are like
Calgary Radio.
I guarantee you he was indoctrinated by his parents into listening to this kind
It'd
of
be funny if his
Liberal
parents
agenda.
did not agree at all and were like ashamed, and they like went in his room and they're just like, Caden, you want to come to dinner? Not now, Mom. I'm trying to take down the liberals. Like, okay.
Socialized medicine will destroy this country.
That's great, Caden. We're just going to leave your pills here, and you just take those, sweetie.
Caden Cowgirl.
Oh my gosh, it was awful. It was horrible.
It was horrible.
But I managed to get through it. I managed to remain sane.
Somehow.
Although I really don't know how.
I don't know how.
I'm a teenage boy trying to affect a manly voice, and it's very obvious that I'm doing so. Ha ha! Those Democrats, what a bunch of socialist
Makes me
weasels,
want to
huh?
puke.
Yeah, Bernie Sanders, how about that fucking faggot? You know what I'm saying?
Communist.
But guys, I tell you, the entire thing was just absolutely awful. It was horrid.
Why?
And to be completely honest, it was basically stupidity televised.
Okay, why?
The thing that really got to me was when they started talking about the economy, okay? Because, I mean, they are just absolutely awful with numbers. Math really isn't their thing. Money really isn't their thing. And, you know, guys, it really just absolutely was awful. I mean, Bernie Sanders...
Well, such specificity in his criticisms.
It was awful. It was horrible.
It was bad.
Terrible.
Especially the part about economics.
They don't know numbers.
They don't understand math. I don't think any of them ever even have pressed a button on a calculator one time in their lives. It's just horrible. The money's not their thing,
Bernie Sanders, he just wants to spend all of your money, TJ. Just give him your money so he can waste it on, Black Lives Matters or something.
We're going to replace Social Security with Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
Just going to spend all that money.
It's just going to happen.
Black Lives Matter.
Sanders was up there talking about how he wants to increase the debt another $1 trillion to spend on infrastructure and how that's going to help
That's not
everybody.
what he said. It's wrong.
That is what he said, Scotty.
That's patently false.
Who does Caden support?
Probably Trump, but
probably Cruz or Trump or
if
something.
If it's Trump, I don't know if he supports Trump or not, but if it is Trump, realize Trump has all these infrastructure plans too, right?
He's probably going to pull what Rush Limbaugh and Sean Hannity do. They kind of keep their mouths shut about it until they figure out who the nominee is, and then they jump behind them.
This guy, whoever everyone voted for, that's who I like.
He talked about how he wants to raise the taxes on the upper class.
That's the Bernie Sanders impression. Hi, I'm Bernie Sanders.
Give me a fucking wallet, conservative.
Spread that fucking wealth around, bitch.
Oh, spread over my nipples.
I'm Bernie fucking Sanders. Bernie fucking Sanders. Give me your money.
I don't give a damn about the email.
Give me your money. I can give them to minorities and such.
For abortions.
Yeah, we need to fund more abortion. Mandatory abortion for everyone. I'm Bernie Sanders.
Except for the gays.
Bernie fucking Sanders.
And it also won't affect the middle class.
That is so bad.
Completely forget.
What does that even sound
about,
like?
If you raise taxes on the...
It sounds like a waitress who smokes 10 packs of cigarettes.
More coffee, hun?
Yeah, you want some coffee? I'm Bernie Sanders. I'm here to pour you some coffee, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna take my cigarette break.
The upper class are the business owners of people that, are responsible for production of goods and services in this country. More than likely, it's going to raise prices on.
They want to attack these job creators.
That's not going to happen. No, that won't just be passed down and make it more expensive for the middle class to get services and to get products and get goods. It's not going to happen at all. That's going to help the economy because
middle class is going to get butt fucked.
I mean, guys, these people know absolutely nothing. He wants to make college free. Now, see, here's the thing with college free.
He wants to make college free like it is in a bunch of other countries successfully. I love how they always act like this is some crazy experiment.
Yeah.
Like, you realize this has been fucking done, you moron. It's not some weird X factor like we're not sure what's going to happen. It's been fucking done.
TJ, this 15-year-old kid, or whatever old he is,
it's been done.
Has figured it all out.
His balls haven't even dropped yet.
He's got it all figured out.
It's all been
If you tax the rich, they're just going to pass the toss of those taxes onto the middle class.
Trickle down poverty.
Yeah, trickle down poverty.
That's the worst idea. Period. Okay? Because you make...
No, the worst idea is like, let's listen to Caden Cowger's show. That's the worst idea.
Oh, because
free.
right.
It's not going to be free, number one, all right?
Okay,
so,
we know that. We understand. No, when they say free, they mean free to the students going to a public university. That is what we're talking about. We're not saying it's going to magically cost nothing.
Maybe it will cost nothing. You don't know. All college is free. We're going to move to a Star Trek society where there's no money.
Well, basically, with Bernie Sanders in there, what's going to happen, all you college students out there...
Okay, if you had even like a vaguely approaching sounding like Bernie Sanders impression that you could do, I would not blame you for doing it. But when your Bernie Sanders impression is basically, yeah, Bernie Sanders, yeah, you should probably not do that. You should probably just shy clear of that.
Is not only are you going to be responsible basically for paying back your own debt, you're going to be responsible for paying back everybody's student loan debt, okay? So really, to be completely honest with you...
Okay, so the plan that Bernie Sanders has is to tax Wall Street speculation in order to pay for the colleges. So unless you're a Wall Street speculator, which I'm not, Scotty, are you a Wall Street speculator?
Yes.
Scotty's a Wall Street speculator, so Scotty's going to have to pay for the college.
That's why I'm against it.
But, you know.
Socialism.
The average person is not going to have to foot the bill for the college thing.
No. That is an awful idea. No, it is not free. It's just forcing everybody to have, college debt throughout their entire life.
Why should we have a society where we invest in that society and you got to pay for other people's shit? So obviously you're against roads and other things that benefit everyone, right? Because why should you pay? Why do I have to pay for a road in Montana when I'm not even planning on going there?
That is a fair
Answer me that question.
They don't even need roads in Montana. There shouldn't even be people in Montana.
Partially that way now with some people. But that's for everybody. People who don't go to college, people who do go to college. People who would get their college debt eventually paid off are now going to have to pay for it their entire life, and everyone else's. I mean, it's just
They're going to pay taxes
that
regardless.
Bernie Sanders for you. And on top of that, they also talked about how they want to raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour. To be completely honest, considering that a lot of fast food restaurants out there do not get your order right, why in the world should you be raising their pay from $7.25 to $15, okay?
What?
So you went to Taco Bell or whatever, and they got your order wrong, and you're like, they don't deserve more money. Fuck them.
Fuck them. They can't even. I ordered a bean burrito. They gave me a beef burrito. This is bullshit. These people don't need a living wage. Let them live in cardboard boxes on the street for all I give a shit. Fuck them. Fuck them. Maybe they got your order wrong because they're worried about their sick kids at home that they can't afford to take care of.
Because on top of that, what's going to happen is that it's going to cause a rise, a very, very rapid rise of unemployment in this nation. You increase minimum wage to $15. How so? Well, it's simple. It's going to be affecting the small business owners more than anything. It's going to be an attack on the middle class, waged by the liberal left.
The small business owners. Okay, so let me ask you one question, very simple question. Why is it the places that have raised minimum wage haven't had this disastrous scenario happen? Isn't that weird? Because, there are different cities and states and shit that have raised minimum wage in their own, in whatever local area they control governmentally. And your dire predictions about small businesses destroyed, they haven't happened.
Well, the problem, too, is that the arguments I've heard a lot is like, well, think about the operating margin of a McDonald's. If suddenly the labor cost increases, 75%, how's it going to compete? And then you'll say, oh, well, won't they raise prices? Well, there'll be some places will have an advantage over other places. And that's just like you guys say, the free market is going to determine what businesses people go to and which ones they don't want to go to, and what restaurants or what places stay in business. And I mean, I think that any legislation like that has to be carefully thought out, but it's not. We're still going to subsidize people if we pay them so little. Let's say $7.25 an hour. No one's going to be able to live off that.
Yeah,
so they're going to get government services.
Yeah, but he probably wants to end all that anyway.
Well, he's a piece of shit, of course. He just wants it to be all private charities.
Yeah. I want to fight him. No, I don't.
You know why?
Fight him.
Costco. How many of you know that big company, Costco?
Yeah.
Supermarket. You know what they did? They ended up coming out in support. They came out in support of raising the minimum wage. You know why? It's because they can afford it and had put out their competition that couldn't. Because when you raise it...
hold on. Costco actually already pays its employees that much?
Yeah, they pay a lot more than most people, and they have
they're one of the most successful stores in America.
And they have lower turnover rates than pretty much any other retail business.
Yeah, so
I'm not sure.
It's proven extremely successful for them to pay their employees a higher wage. In fact, even Walmart is getting on board with paying its employees a higher wage.
Yeah, voluntarily.
Right. So, yeah. And all these stores that are supposedly going to we can't afford to pay our employees $15 an hour. They're actually, if you're a retail store, you're actually going to see a boon because of this. Because guess what? All the people, if everyone's getting paid $15 an hour, people have a lot more money. They have more disposable income. They can go and spend it in your fucking store. Or any store they want to. If people have more money, they spend more money. It reinvigorates the consumer base of America, which is what our economy is supposed to be. The cornerstone of our economy.
I have a better idea.
Is consumerism.
Let's deport 11 million people, and that's going to make our economy just go up and up and up.
Oh yeah, because they're the parasites.
Yes, the parasite said no.
The parasite said no.
Minimum wage, for example, if you have one person hired now, that'll of course raise their hourly wage to $15 when it's presently $7.25.
It happens gradually.
You have 5 people hired. You're presently paying $36.25. Under the Democrats' minimum wage of $15 an hour, you know what's going to happen? It's going to raise it all the way up to $75 an hour.
Yeah, it's not like...
It's not, okay, $7.25. Oh, it's doubled now.
All right, now we're just going to double it in one fell swoop. Like, you realize the plan is for it to be raised incrementally over the years so that the exact scenario you're describing doesn't happen.
Also, let's not kid ourselves. Is that going to happen? Is that Bernie Sanders has proposed in his campaign legislations he wants to pass. Just because he's proposed it, you think that the Republican House is just going to go, okay, whatever Bernie Sanders wants?
They better. Because otherwise, Bernie Sanders is going to sick the people on
They're going to feel the fucking burn, bitch.
You're going to feel the burn. Hashtag feel the burn, Bernie fucking Sanders, motherfucker.
What about Hillary?
Fuck Hillary.
Small business owners aren't going to be able to afford that. That's a 106.7, approximately, % increase. Okay?
Gradually.
So, sorry. No, that is not good for the middle class and small businesses.
It's not good for the middle class when they're getting paid more. That's so true. You're so accurate.
Okay, well, it's also when you look at the American definition of a small business, like small businesses in America can have up to like 500 employees.
Yeah, I don't think
is that really a small business?
I don't think of a fucking company with 500
I would say 20
employees
people max is a small business. And at a certain point, it's like that's not really a small business. If you have 100 employees,
okay,
that's not
if you're truly a small business, you have something like, I don't know, 5 employees or maybe 10. It's not a significant increase cost. I mean, yeah, you're gonna have to raise prices a little bit to compensate, but you're not gonna have to raise prices to the same extent that you raise wages. So yeah, prices will uptick marginally. It will cause some inflation. That's perfectly true, but the rate of inflation it causes is not gonna be at parity with the amount that you raise the wages. And what we should do is raise minimum wage to $15 an hour, and then make it. From that point on, it automatically adjusts for cost of living. It automatically adjusts for inflation, so we never have to have this stupid fucking debate ever again.
I'm sorry, TJ, that's far too reasonable.
And that's what I want.
Let us have an endless debate. Endless, pointless, never-ending debate.
It's an endless debate.
The status quo is best for all.
The status quo is best for all.
Because for the corporations, of course, they can afford that increase. But not for small businesses.
Shut up.
But yet
so
the liberal
dumb.
left leads people to believe all the time that they are the ones who are in support of the middle class, they're for the common man, and not in favor
it's certainly
of
not
these
Republicans.
When actually the corporations, what benefits from this? It takes out the competition, okay? Now I want you to listen to this. This is Bernie Sanders and also Hillary Clinton and Martin O'Malley talking about the minimum.
You know what I saw today? I saw a fucking O'Malley for president sticker on someone's car.
Holy shit.
That is
Yeah.
shocking.
So someone is voting for him.
Someone somewhere supports O'Malley.
Yeah?
I've never seen that before.
Wage. Go ahead and play it once again.
Do it.
This was wonderful audio from Saturday night. Go ahead, play it.
The president's former chair of the Council of Economic Advisors.
I like how he said go ahead and play it like he actually has someone working for him.
Yeah, like there's some other guy. Right away, sir.
Whatever.
Right away, Caden.
Alan Kruger has said a national increase of $15 could lead to undesirable and unintended consequences of job loss. What level of job loss would you consider?
Couldn't you have found a better quality version of this video with better
Acceptable?
Let me say this. No public policy doesn't have, in some cases, negative consequences.
Did you just hear that, guy?
Wow, yeah.
The truth.
Let him yeah, it's so crazy. Yeah, every public policy ever even the best public policy does in fact have negative consequences. It's impossible to pass a law of the land without there being some sort of unintended side effect. But maybe if you actually let him fucking talk and explain what he means.
Guys, did you hear Bernie Sanders, what he just said?
Yes, I heard it. It was correct.
Policy really doesn't have any negative consequences.
Hold on, your impersonation of him just changed.
Oh, now he sounds more like a cowboy.
I'm a doddering old fool.
Hey, I'm Bernie Sanders.
Can we just raise the minimum wage to $1 million an hour?
Then everyone can be millionaires.
I'm a genius,
It's a
and we can
slippery
live
slope,
in
Scotty.
Candyland.
It's a slippery slope.
Is. It's coming any minute now.
Public policy has negative consequences. That's Bernie Sanders.
That's accurate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
job
what's wrong with
loss
that?
is a negative consequence of raising the minimum wage.
You know, if you actually listen to his answer, he goes on to say he doesn't think job loss would be a repercussion of raising the minimum wage. Are you just going to ignore that part? Yeah, you are, because you're a fucking moron. I think we can move on. We got plenty of videos, and we're already an hour in, so.
Yeah, okay.
Trump mocks reporter with disability.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen this one yet.
No,
Yeah, let's watch it.
Yeah, here we go.
Donald Trump facing new criticism for something he did on the campaign trail last night in South Carolina while defending his debunked claim that he saw thousands of Muslims celebrate the collapse of the...
Oh, debunked my ass. We all
They
said,
were.
I saw them. I saw the Muslims.
The minute the Muslims saw the towers fall, they're just like, praise be to Allah, thank you, Osama bin Laden.
It's amazing that he was able to see the towers go down and people jumping, and then he was also able to see
The crowd of
people in New
Muslims.
Jersey celebrating. He's got quite the view from his penthouse apartment, man. See all the way to the tower and all the way to New Jersey. It's amazing.
I'm pretty sure when that happened, everyone was just like, what the fuck? This is horrible and terrifying. Not like, yay!
I mean, even if there were some New Jersey Muslims that were like, yeah, about fucking time America got its its fucking consequences or whatever, I seriously doubt they're going to go out in the streets and be like,
No.
yeah. They're going to keep those feelings to themselves.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying too. It's like, why would you actually go in the street and be like celebrating, like, I'm glad all these people are dead, woohoo!
Maybe Westboro
Twin
Baptist Church.
Towers
Yeah,
here in New
okay.
York. He appeared to mock a reporter with a disability. Take a look.
Well, it's Trump, I mean.
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember.
Oh, wow,
maybe
it's so
that's
obvious.
what I said. This is 14 years ago. They didn't do a retraction.
That reporter he is talking about is Serge Kovaleski, who now works for the New York Times. As you can see right there, he suffers from a chronic condition that impairs movement of his arms. A Times spokesman says they find it outrageous that Trump would ridicule the man's appearance.
Really?
This is Donald Trump
It's
we're
Donald
talking
Trump.
about.
I mean,
It's anything. If Donald Trump walked on stage, took a massive shit, and was like, "Sorry, you gotta go and you gotta go," I would not even be shocked.
I wouldn't be shocked if the crowd applauded afterward.
It's gonna be huge.
It was huge.
I got a Trump turn, yeah!
It was huge. I took a shit. It was huge. Couldn't even flush the toilet.
Yeah, I mean, we're not really shocked, obviously.
I'm not.
Why would you be? This is the same. This is the same guy that wants to build a fucking electrified fucking whatever crazy fucking fence. Double or triple the size of the Border Patrol, and then deport a bunch of people. I mean, this guy's fucking nuts to begin with. He's a demagogue.
All right, here is Jeb Bush responding to some claim that Trump made about 9/11.
Donald Trump has, as I'm sure you know, he talked about Muslim Americans, and he talked about their reaction after 9/11, and he said that he saw them celebrating and cheering. Do you believe that happened?
No, I don't. I don't believe it happened.
Not American.
I know many
Terrorist.
Muslims that were just as angry and saddened.
Lies.
You know what?
You're a liar, Jeb.
Come on. If this guy was a real American, he would recognize every time he sees a Muslim, you got to be afraid of him.
Every Muslim
could be
bin Laden.
Osama bin Laden. Everyone has the potential to do that. They could organize a terror network and form a massive strategy to take down the United States of America. Every Muslim could possibly do that. It's theoretically possible.
They're all pro-ISIS.
They're all ISIS. They're all Osama bin Laden. They're all Al-Qaeda. They're all everything.
By the attack on our country, I don't believe it. Look, Donald Trump says these things
He doesn't
to
believe 9/11
prey on
happened.
people's fears, their anger, their frustration with Washington. He's quite effective at it. But he doesn't know what he's talking about, and he's not a serious leader. We're living in difficult times. We need serious leadership to be able to solve the problems that we have domestically and lead America around the world so that we can create peace and security for ourselves.
Yeah, what we need is another Bush.
Yep.
That's what we need.
Yeah, I look at him, and I don't have a feeling of, like, the utmost feeling of, like, terror, like, that I also get when I see fucking Hillary, where it's like, huh.
Yeah.
Bush or fucking Hillary. It's like, if it came down to that, that would just be that'd be beyond fucking terrible.
It's Bush Clinton again, you guys.
Yeah, I mean,
history repeats itself.
Jeb is basically a more eloquent version of his brother.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even say more eloquent so much as just less charismatic. I mean, Bush at least had some kind of
lovable buffoon.
Yeah, Bush at least had that, like, gee shucks, I'm G.W. Bush. I'm a fucking good old boy. I drink beer and I ride my horse and I'm, it's like, what?
I don't know. I feel like Jeb is more eloquent. Like, he's definitely a better speaker.
I mean, but you guys feel in the last 25 years we need another fucking Bush? I mean, that's ridiculous.
I don't even agree he's a better speaker. Maybe he's little bit, his elocution is a little better, maybe.
Yes.
I would say in terms of actually making an impassioned speech that could actually stir anybody, he's like totally bereft of that ability.
Yeah.
But,
All right, next one here is suspect arrested in University of Chicago gun threat.
An arrest now made in the threat against the University of Chicago. The FBI first picked up the threat, which promised a shooting on the campus of the University of Chicago, right in the quad, the main student area, at 10 a.m. Students and non-essential staff were completely evacuated, told to stay away.
Yet more stories of these universities discriminating because guns are black, and that's why guns are treated unfairly by universities. Black guns matter.
From campus, let's go straight to our Ryan Young, who is there on campus. So, Ryan, they've made an arrest. Do we know who it is or how they tracked that person down?
Well, they did make an arrest. They're telling us it's an off-campus student who they've arrested. Look, we've been here since about 5 o'clock this morning, knowing that the FBI was still working on this. That
We've been here
threat
for
that was
hours,
made
hoping
online.
something would happen.
This is the quad right here, which would normally be packed around this time because there's a full week of classes left. We were expecting something to happen today, but we weren't sure what. But we do know that someone tracked down this
I hate to say it, but how credible is a threat if you like fucking go like this? Like, hey, I'm going to go bomb this building at this time, at this date, and I'm going to publicly broadcast that to the police and everyone else. Like, of course it could be. Why would anyone fucking show up there? I wonder if someone really is going to come shoot this place up.
Yeah, the only people that showed up are CNN, like, maybe something will happen. We better be here in case someone starts shooting. We can capture it all on film. Get some good ratings.
And all of a sudden, we saw police officers leave this area about an hour ago. And since then, we've now learned that a student has been arrested who was living off campus. We're not told yet when class will resume, but we did find out this information that student has been arrested for these serious charges, obviously, of making that threat toward this campus. Not sure the motivation just yet as we get this information, Poppy.
Just for fun.
I mean, what's your opinion on why the frequency of this seems to have increased so dramatically?
I think it's just like become, just like
it's in the zeitgeist.
There's crime trends, like there's trends in anything else.
People hear about shit and they go like, I want to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you're some crazy fuck, I mean, like, it used to be serial killers, I mean, I'm sure there's still serial killers running around.
Now it's terrorism.
But there used to be a shit ton of serial killers. Now there seems like there's way less. Now it's more like about the mass shooters and shit.
Yeah, I want to scare a bunch of people and be famous and have everyone know who I am. And like, So, and suddenly when you're a mass shooter, it's like if it was TJ, it'd be like Thomas James Kirk. You know what I mean? That's what everyone would call you then. You'd have that you'd have that full name thing where they like, oh, this is TJ. He was crazy. He was this YouTube guy and he went insane and posted these crazy videos about women that wouldn't look at his penis or something.
Top 10 crazy YouTubers. Number 1, the amazing atheist who shot 17 people at a Walmart.
He was told there were no sporks.
On Black
And he opened
Friday.
fire.
On Black Friday, they were fighting over boxes of Count Chocula.
And bananas.
All right, next one. Donald Trump talks about a meeting he had with black pastors. I think Donald Trump's playing the I'm a Christian card now.
Oh, yeah.
On the meeting and how it went?
I thought it was an amazing meeting. I thought that I met some.
All of the black people there look kind of sad, so I don't think it was an amazing meeting for them. They're all kind of looking down and like looking at each other like, what the fuck?
Fantastic people, some of whom I've known. I thought it was.
That guy to the left of him, well, to his left, looks particularly like...
Yeah, he looks pretty sad.
Yeah, he looks like someone just fucking, stole something from him or some shit. Like Donald Trump
He sold his soul to Donald Trump.
smacked a sucker out of his hands and stomped on it.
It was an absolutely amazing. It lasted for 2.5 hours. We came up
I even let some other people talk at one point.
with lots of good ideas and lots of future ideas, but I thought it was an amazing meeting.
And how did you address some of the concerns that were raised?
Well, I think we'll be addressing them over the coming months and even over the coming years. I mean, these are deep-seated difficulties that certain communities have, and we're going to address them. And certainly if I'm put in a position where I can do something about them, which in this case happens to be president, we will be working very...
So Donald Trump
is going to solve the race problems
Donald
of
Trump
America.
is actually trying to get some black voters.
Racism, you're fired. Trump's going to fire you, and it's all just going to go away.
Maybe he'll turn them against the Mexicans or something. We all know it's not the blacks who are the problem. It's the Mexicans. We just want to get rid of the Mexicans.
Closely with everybody, and we're going to be solving a lot of problems. Right now you have black youth. If you look at African American youth, where it's 51 and 55 and 57% unemployed. You have African American people of different ages where it's double and triple other numbers. So we're looking at a lot of different things, but this meeting was amazing. Amazing people. We must have had close to 100 people in the room.
They love me.
Amazing. They love me. I'm amazing. I'm amazing. They're amazing. I'm gonna help.
Everything is
It was
amazing.
It was huge. I'm gonna help these people out. I'm gonna solve these problems when I'm president.
Oh, dude, look at the face. Look at his fucking face.
I know, and that's the end of the clip, too. So that's
Take a pic.
perfect.
Screen cap that
Screen
shit.
cap.
Screen cap Donald here.
They're all looking at him, too. Ah, fuck. Priceless.
Priceless.
All right. Looks like the alleged Planned Parenthood gunman is in court now.
Neat.
Do you have any questions about any of these rights?
Look at him. Look at him.
It looks like Brett Keene's brother.
Did Brett Keane do this shit?
It looks like Brett Keane.
His arms are a little too muscular.
Yeah, he's got some muscle. That's about the only difference.
Yeah.
He looks like the
the
wrestler
manatee.
Brett Keane made in the video.
It is, dude. It's wrestler Brett Keane.
No questions.
Suspected gunman 57-year-old Robert Louis Deere will remain in jail on suspicion of first-degree murder after the attack at a Colorado Springs Planned Parenthood clinic that left 3 people dead and 9 wounded.
But what about all the innocent babies they was murdering in
Yeah, this
there?
guy's a fucking piece of shit.
What about the innocent babies?
While the motive remains unclear, a law enforcement official told
That's not
CNN
the only reason.
The motive's unclear.
Okay,
really?
But also, that's not the only thing Planned Parenthood does. They act like the only reason women go there is like time for your abortion.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
I think that probably the fact that you have morons like Carly Fiorina going up on stage at the Republican national debates and telling outright lies about seeing videos about like
selling baby parts.
They were just selling the babies.
Those tapes are bullshit.
The baby was alive on the table, and they're like, "We need to harvest its brain."
Smash his brain.
An 18-year-old girl goes into Planned Parenthood to get affordable birth control, and they're like, "You don't need birth control. Just get pregnant and come back and see us, and we'll give you an abortion."
Yeah, get your abortion right away.
Birth control's for fucking losers.
They have an express line for abortion. They just suck
It's
the
really
baby
just
out.
cheaper to get an abortion. You just come on in, we hit you in the fucking stomach with a baseball bat and send you on your fucking way.
and that after surrendering to police,
we give you a complimentary copy of the Satanic Bible too.
Deere made remarks about, quote, baby parts, and spoke of his anti-abortion and anti-government views with investigators. Propane tanks found near Deer's car in the clinic's parking lot led authorities to believe he intended to cause even more harm by shooting them to trigger an explosion. What is known about Deer's life...
Look at him. Jesus.
It's good that he's really
Christ.
fucking stupid. 'Cause he probably would have killed a lot more people.
One of these anti-government...
This guy.
Retards.
Except for this is obviously a false flag operation.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't
Indicates
wait
he
for all
lived a
that
hermit's
shit.
existence
What do you mean? It's already there.
for many years
Well, I
on the
haven't
East
seen it yet,
Coast,
so.
eventually living in a cabin with no electricity or running water in the North Carolina mountains.
I am the living man.
Although he lived in solitude, Deer was no stranger to police, having had several run-ins with the law. In 1997,
surprised.
his then-wife accused him of domestic assault, though records show charges were never filed. In 2002, Deer was charged with being a peeping Tom. Those counts were dismissed. In 2003,
That guy's a good lawyer.
he was arrested and charged with 2 counts of
This motherfucker should have been aborted.
Yeah.
Fuck this dude.
This guy's
Animal
charged with
cruelty.
advertisement
cruelty.
for abortion.
Yep.
Yeah, this guy sounds like a pretty fucking terrible person.
cruelty, but was found not guilty. Within the past...
So wait, he was domestic violence? Nah, he didn't do it. Peeping Tom? Nah, he didn't do it. Animal cruelty? Not guilty. Fuck.
It's kind of sad. The only charges that probably stick will be these ones.
He should be found not guilty again by a jury of pro-life Christian conservatives. I like what he done. He finally stood up to them damn abortionists up there.
We notify or whatever. He not guilty.
They murderers anyway. They murder babies.
300 billion babies murdered.
They murder the babies. Now it's time for them to die.
Last year, Deer purchased property in Hartselle, Colorado, a small community 65 miles west of the Planned Parenthood facility, for $6,000. Neighbors say what interaction they had with Deer was friendly but limited.
A really nice guy. Gave us some anti-Obama flyers. I didn't even really read them. I think I used them to start the fire in our campfire that night. That's about all I've
awesome.
run into him.
He's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, I remember that guy.
It's
He
a
was
great
fucking-
way.
He was nuts.
Great icebreaker when you meet new people, you know. Hand them anti-Obama propaganda.
Fucking Obama. Here you go. Read about how Obama's ruining this country.
Obama, all the aborted fetuses from around the Planned Parenthoods around America
Served at Obama's
Yeah.
dinner table.
Yeah, Obama eats them. Obama eats babies
To
to
maintain his
sustain
youth.
his dark existence.
His
All right,
Muslim existence. Only white Christian babies, though.
Here's a funny video from a Lexington City Council meeting, and I'm assuming Lexington, Kentucky, so you know it's going to be interesting. I'm just going to play it. It doesn't even need an introduction.
Okay.
Mayor Jim Gray and the Lexington Council. My name is Vivian Janet Bowman. I am a Kentucky certified school teacher, a graduate of Western Kentucky University with a Master University degree. I live in the 10th District here in Lexington. I am not a sexually active person. I do no sex.
I do no
I
sex.
do no sex.
I feel like that needs to be a remix.
I do no sex.
To get employment or to get
sex.
I do no sex. I do no sex.
TJ, I think we found your theme song.
Yeah.
anything.
I do no sex.
I am a celibate person who is not gay. Some teachers in the Fayette County Public Schools and
She's a celibate person who is not gay, so...
Look at that dude's face in the red. That guy's face is fucking priceless, man. He's looking like...
He's like, damn.
I don't do sex.
the principal of Cassidy Elementary
He's looking at her
School
like, she's
have
alive.
told me
I
they
fucked
have
her last
blackballed me
week.
from employment in the Fayette County Public Schools because I do no sex. These women employee educators have told me to get married, live with a man, do sex with people, and you will have employment in the Fayette County Public Schools.
Do sex with
I want
people.
Mayor Jim Gray and the Lexington Fayette County Council to know how much I object to this malicious, degrading, unlawful activities by these unethical women educators.
Educators.
I do no sex.
She does no sex.
I do no sex.
I think it's not... I mean, like, who's trying to have sex with you? I mean, like, you're fucking batshit. You're batshit crazy. Nothing you're saying
These
makes any fucking
educators
sense.
know nothing. I do no sex.
I do no sex.
I do no sex.
They always do the sex.
I do know
All
sex.
the time, the sex is happening with them.
Get married and have the sex. I'm
but
not
with
gonna do
me,
the sex.
it is the absence of the sex.
I do know sex.
I do know sex.
And what they are doing to me in the Fayette County Public Schools.
How dare
They wanted to do forced prostitution and trafficking on me for the purpose of sexual exploitation.
This is terrible.
Sorry, what? Who's trying to do
this?
this
School
now?
is being run like a brothel. Go out there and suck a dick, honey.
The school's like, you a teacher, you know part of your job is to keep the boys in the school sexually satisfied. Now, you know it costs $20 every time they fucks your little pussy, but you get 10 of it, and the school gets the other 10. It seems fair, right?
It is Kentucky, so I'll buy it.
Yeah, it is Kentucky, so she might be telling the truth. That's true.
So to inflict severe humiliation on me and to mimic human dignity. I want you to read the liar words written about me.
They need a crazy bell. Like, they could just ring the bell, like, excuse me, ring, ling, 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 you're crazy. Ring, 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 ring. Move, take her
They
away.
need a fucking trap door.
Dude, no, they need that like fucking like 2000s
Gong show.
like you pull the alarm and like a fucking disco ball and like all the lights crazy and then they just take
crazy alert, crazy alert.
By Rhonda Pfister, principal of Cassidy.
Wait, Rhonda Pfister?
She do sex.
Dude, this story
do
is getting
sex.
more credibility by the minute.
Rhonda Pfister, I know how she got her last name.
She do sex.
Oh, she do sex.
Yeah,
Elementary school. She writes her liar words because she knows I do no sex, that I am a widow. My children are grown and I live a celibate life. This malicious principal woman wants to lie and say there was pictures taken of me with boys only. Rhonda Pfister is liar. There is no
Rhonda Pfister is
liar. She is liar.
I do no sex. Rhonda Pfister is liar.
How the fuck does she have a master's degree when she can't even fucking talk?
Me am teacher.
I teach you.
I do no sex. Me am teach.
I am teach good.
No such picture taken of me with boys only. What this immoral, unethical educator is trying to insinuate is dirty.
Hold on. She said there's no such picture of me with boys only.
There are pictures of her with girls only.
Malicious on her part.
Excuse me. We need your time. Thank you very much.
Goodbye. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck you very much. Get out of here, crazy lady.
Okay.
I do know sex.
We heard your crazy shit.
Go back to your cat-filled house and stroke Mr. Fluffakins.
She is celibate, TJ.
She do no sex.
I do no sex.
She do the celibate though.
Rhonda Pfister is lie.
She is lie.
She is lie.
You are lie.
I am lie.
This council is lie.
She do sex.
I am truth.
The council do sex.
Rhonda Pfister do much sex.
Yep.
I do no sex.
Yep.
Mr. Mundy will.
Sir, may I just have one question? I explain that because I have a question. There is ordinance here in Lexington protecting gay people from discrimination in employment and housing. I am asking you please to extend this ordinance to protect me because I do no sex. I am a celibate person who is not gay.
All right, we'll do our best to help. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do our best to help, weirdo.
Okay, this is a pressing issue. Yes.
I know I'm not a gay lesbian person, but I still want the protections that were written to apply to them for this vague problem I have that makes no sense.
You know, it's kind of funny.
Solve it for me.
She's in Kentucky and she's looking for the protections that they offer gays.
Well, Lexington offers.
Yeah, sure.
Not Kentucky as a state, the city of Lexington.
Sure.
Thank you.
Be gone.
All right, next is Leanne Bell.
Is Leanne Bell as crazy?
No, I don't. It doesn't even show it, but yeah,
I want to see if Leanne Bell could top that.
I found that amusing.
It's a tough act to follow, though. You know.
All right. This is some news segment. We'll see. Action News.
Evening edition with I-24.
Hello and welcome back to this I-24 News Evening Edition. I'm Lucy Arish and this is One on One. Joining me tonight is animal liberation activist Gary Yourofsky, who has made a name for himself by becoming something of a controversial figure in the animal rights arena. Apart from giving lectures, Mr. Yourofsky is best known for his approaches in which to get his point across, such.
Okay, so this is a vegan video.
Neat.
Yeah.
As breaking into a fur farm in Liberation 1500 soon-to-be murdered minks. For reasons such as this, Mr. Yourofsky has been arrested numerous of times and has been banned from entering the United Kingdom and Canada. While Mr. Yourofsky means
not missing much with that one.
No great loss for Canada.
An end
no
to what he calls an animal holocaust. His message has reached millions of people all around the world and has influenced many in changing their perspective.
I have no charisma.
This is such a long introduction. You know what though? She do sex.
She do sex.
Yeah.
That's actually Rhonda Pfister. This is her other job.
Yep.
Of the food industry. Good evening and thank you very much for coming to our studio.
Thanks, Brad. Hey, look, everyone, it's Sinead O'Connor.
Hold on, no. Isn't that Powder? You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, it's Powder. That's 2 shows in a row we've referenced the movie Powder now. That's really weird.
That's depressing.
He also kind of looks like Moby. You remember Moby?
Yeah. People come together.
So, I will start. Like we said, you affected millions and millions of people around the world. Why is it so effective here in Israel? How come that it's catching in Israel?
Israel.
I'm not.
Yeah, I did not know that this was an Israeli news report.
I was reading an article one time that even Domino's has vegan pizzas in Israel.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Really sure why, but the only thing that I can figure out is that over the years, as I've talked to tens of thousands of people, I've noticed that people who have been oppressed, Jews, Hispanics, women, blacks, they always respond better to this revolution that I'm involved in because they understand oppression. They've been through it. They know what it's like to be treated like nothing, like their lives don't matter. So that's what I think is going on here. Jews have been an oppressed people for thousands of years. We understand oppression and we're supposed to not support it. So I'm just pointing this out to everybody because people don't realize how much they're harming animals in their daily lives.
I want to eat some steak and then use this guy's entire body as a toothpick. Oh, God.
So as I point out, the steak, the hamburger, the chicken sandwich that you're eating, the schnitzel, okay, these pieces of meat
is this like a
came
menu?
off the bodies of living animals who didn't want to be murdered, who didn't want to suffer and die, who didn't want to be tormented.
Well, if you want, we can fatten you up.
Hold on. He's in Israel right now.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, they do like kosher butchering, which is probably more brutal than what they do traditionally.
Kosher butchering is supposed to be it's supposed to emphasize it being as humane as possible and kill the animal as quickly as possible.
It's not. It's really actually worse.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it probably isn't.
it involves letting the animal bleed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you basically slit the animal. You basically hang the animal upside down and slit its throat so that like its own heart like pumps out all the blood from its body.
Yeah.
Doesn't really sound that great to me.
No.
But yeah,
I'd rather take a bullet to the head if I had to choose that and a bullet to the head.
But just to put it in his context a little bit, I mean, I'm not taking a side on the Israel-Palestine thing, but whatever. But he lives in a country that routinely, like, does bombings on other countries and kills, like, tons of people. And he's sitting there worried about his fucking, like, chickens and shit.
I don't think anyone has any. I mean, maybe some people do, but I can't imagine having any illusion about eating a chicken sandwich or eating anything with meat and going like, "Where did this come from? A plant?" You know, I mean,
this came from the chicken plant.
You have to realize that, yeah, like something's dying for
if
you
it's
to
like
eat
a
this.
plant downtown, then yes. But you're talking about like a photosynthesis plant, no.
Plants still die though when you eat them.
Oh yeah, they do. But I mean, they don't have it. Like,
think of the innocent plants.
But they're not
So once I pointed out to
as far
people,
as we know.
most people, sane people, logical people, make that next step to veganism.
Yeah, sane, logical people do it. People who don't are fucking idiots.
Yeah,
they're
TJ.
illogical, irrational morons who don't know shit. don't know their ass from a hole in the ground.
I always like TJ's like vegetarianism. He's all like, we'll go somewhere and he's like, nothing I want is good. Let's just get. I'm just gonna get this instead. It has meat, but you know.
Hold on a second. I just want to address something ridiculous I saw in the chat room just now. Someone said we lied about Mondays with Paul. Fuck you. It's Wednesdays with Paul.
No, it is Mondays.
Is it Monday?
Yeah, it is Mondays. But
well,
but that's starting later on.
But we said specifically it starts mid-January. You fucking moron. We said that. We said it specifically. Oh my god.
You fucking stupid.
I mean, I just don't understand these people who watch our show who have zero listening comprehension. We fucking told you. Starting mid-January, Paul is changing to Monday.
You were not fucking lied to, you simpleton.
Mid-January, mid-fucking January.
Go eat a veggie burger.
You know, for the last few days or for the last few months, I see a lot of them.
You know, speaking of mid-January.
No, fuck you guys.
Speaking of mid-January, we have something going on.
Yeah, let's just do it.
For those of you who don't know, we're doing a meetup in L.A. We're going to do a meetup with our fans. We're not exactly sure what the venue is going to be yet, but we have determined the date is going to be January 14th. It's going to be somewhere in the Los Angeles area. I know it's a pretty big area, but if any of you guys are wanting to come to the meetup, you might want to try to clear your schedules around then.
January 14th.
It's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday. All four of us will be there. All four of the Drunken Peasants.
Yep. TJ, Scotty, Ben,
Paul
and
Zico.
Paul fucking
Paul.
Zico.
Maybe we'll bring Scotty Cino with us too.
Maybe Scotty Cino will show up as well. He might get stolen. I don't know.
I don't know. Where is Scotty Cino at? You know, I want to.
He's hiding from you, Scotty. He's in witness protection.
I just wanted to see him.
He's in witness protection program, Scotty.
Oh, that's very sad.
He's scared. He's scared.
He has nothing to be afraid of from me.
Fuck all of you that are talking shit. Originally, we were going to have Paul on Wednesday, and then we changed it to Monday. Fuck you guys. Hate you all.
Robert.
Why are they even fucking complaining?
I don't know, because they love to fucking complain. I don't get it.
That doesn't even make any sense. It's like we said this change would happen eventually. We did not say, oh, next Monday Paul is going to be on the fucking show.
No, we said mid-January. We said it
So if people bitching, you're bitching about nothing. You're just being fucking stupid. Just think we're wrong about it.
You fucking morons.
You were fucking wrong. You were wrong. Get over it. It's
anyway,
fine.
I don't think there's much meat on this vegetarianism.
I think you're just trying to avoid it, TJ. I think it makes you uncomfortable.
All right, we'll keep playing it then.
In Tel Aviv of people demonstrating against the murder of, and slaughtering animals and eating animals. And but I pass by and I look at their shoes, and they have leather shoes, and I say, okay.
Yeah, man. We need the.
Okay, but
it's not enough to just not eat meat. You can't wear no leather shit either.
We all know that. I mean, at least most people I think realize that veganism is more than just what you eat. It's about the products that people buy as well. It's not just exclusively limited to meat.
Faggot.
But I mean, there's also there's also other issues you can even bring up. And what me and TJ brought up a lot is in a lot of countries, where do the clothes come from that people wear? And it's like usually slave labor factories.
Shoes.
But in some ways, it benefits the people in those countries who otherwise would basically just be farmers or have nothing. So, but it's like, but we all recognize like, oh, they're basically supposed to be treated as like slaves and working 15, 16 hours a day for 13 cents an hour roughly, and dollars or whatever.
My shoes are made of sausage. And that's probably why my dog keeps trying to eat them.
Okay.
Salvador keeps doing that.
Your fucking dog's a little pile of shit.
Let's say you have two meanings here. It's like you have this, I'm not eating, but I am wearing. Are they aware? Do they know?
Are they wearing?
By moral standards.
No, I don't think they're wearing leather shoes. They appear to be leather shoes because you have synthetic leather that looks just like leather, like you have mock meat.
How do you know, you stupid fuck? There's plenty of people. There's plenty of people who are who are.
He took a survey.
There are plenty of people who are so dumb that they'll I'm vegan, and then they still have leather shoes. Or maybe they bought the leather shoes before they were fucking vegan. Maybe that.
And throw them out.
Throw them out. Make it so where the cow died for nothing. That's better.
meat that looks just like real meat. I think most people falsely accuse animal rights people of having leather shoes, but they're not. And you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. New Balance, the shoe company, 50% of their shoes are vegan just by default. Even Nike, and I don't support Nike for some human rights issues, but even
Oh, so you actually do give a shit about humans as well. That's interesting.
and 50% of Nike shoes are not real leather. So a lot of people are just assuming that vegans and animal rights people are wearing leather shoes. There could be one other issue at play, though. Some people, in fact, most people, weren't raised vegan, so they've gone vegan.
Well, that one's, who wants to eat that thing? That motherfucker's all sickly and shit. Give me one of the
I
good
wonder why
cows.
it's so sickly, TJ.
Yeah, I don't want that sickly
It's
cow.
like in a small pen with a bunch of other cows.
That one's going to be a McDonald's burger is what that one's going to be.
Later on in life. So they might have already had leather shoes. Well, at that point, the damage has been done. What's the point of throwing them in the trash when the damage is done and you weren't
See, I'll
aware
eat
of the
that
atrocity that you were taking part in?
He looks stronger and healthier. Give me one of the big, strong, healthy cows.
So maybe people are just wearing them out. And I do advise people to do that. You can either wear out your old animal skin stuff or you can give it away. That's what I did when I went vegan. I just couldn't have animal skin on my body. It made me
It's
disgusted.
amazing that you're saying animal skin and not leather.
Well, that's what it is. See, we like to use euphemisms, which is why these atrocities take place.
I don't think that that's really a euphemism. I think people understand what leather
you're
is.
taking something and making something else. It's not like you're just basically taking just the cow's skin and that's just it. Like there's a process that goes into it. I mean, yeah, that is what it is, and there's no denying that.
I'm sure he feels the same way about the terms like beef and pork.
Well, a lot
about
of
chicken?
terms-
That one's honest.
Yep. Usually when it comes to poultry, they just call it what it is.
Yeah, duck, goose, whatever. Yeah.
Duck, goose.
Well, we all know what beef is. I mean, I believe beef is just like a French word, basically for like just the cow, isn't it?
No, it's a euphemism to
I'm
disguise.
not sure, but
what's really
it's
going
definitely not some sort of secret that beef is, secretly cow parts.
No,
And that leather is, animal skin. We know this shit.
Yeah, if you're that ignorant, then maybe you do need fucking to be educated about some things. But yeah, beyond that, I mean, I can't imagine many people being that ignorant.
I mean, maybe there's some.
Oh, I'm sure there's some people that have no idea about these things, but I would say they're the fucking small minority.
I do remember I went to this website where this guy, he raises pigs and slaughters them for meat and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And he was sharing a letter that someone had written to him, and she was like, "It's disgusting that you slaughter pigs for their pork. You should just get pork the same way everyone else does at the store where no animals are hurt." So apparently there are some people out there that are that dumb.
Oh, I would never deny it.
But, I don't think that's anywhere near a majority of people. I think most people
So we-
understand that beef is made of animals.
Always want to say leather when it's cow skin. And we want to say, even the terms bacon. What's bacon? You mean pig flesh? So
it's a
very particular type of pig flesh.
Yeah, it's a cut.
Yeah, I mean, bacon and ham are both pig flesh. If you call them both the same thing, it's not honest.
Isn't ham the ass or something?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
There's like different parts for everything.
Yeah.
And there's different kinds of bacon. There's bacon from like the back. There's bacon
the belly.
Yeah. So I mean, there's a number of different kinds of bacon. But I mean, I really don't see his point. I mean, I guess some people could be like, you could say, oh well, they're just trying to disassociate the animal, just trying to be like, like in the Nazis with the concentration camps, where it's like you're just a number. And I mean, obviously there is some disconnect with people and getting some products, but I mean, I would say that exists with almost every product. Like I don't know what happened with my car when it was made. I don't know every process that went into it. I'm sure some of them were bad for the environment, almost assuredly.
once you start thinking about what we're wearing and what we're eating, again, this is why I say sane people will make a choice towards veganism.
No.
It makes no sense, because if you put it this way, I
I think
like
they
to
should.
explain how this is the biggest Holocaust that has ever existed, and people get upset at those.
You know, it's funny, like, TJ has a seething hatred for veganism because of Scotty.
Yeah, he really does.
Like he was like semi cool with it, but then after you guys had your altercation,
oh yeah,
that's like all bets.
Well,
were off at that point.
I just told them it's like, look, that's someone's personal decision. I think it makes sense, but if you don't want to do it, I mean, that's up to you. I can't force anyone else to live that lifestyle. I mean, nor would I try to.
Sure.
I have to tell you that I am upset about hearing like Holocaust, comparing the Holocaust to like every single person that heard your lectures, and to hear this Holocaust, comparing it to animals, it's a little bit,
Well,
and you know what, and I'm not even Jewish, but it's hurt me.
Well, let me explain how this Holocaust is actually worse. I'm offended that we compare human Holocaust to the animal Holocaust, which is
All right, how do you feel about that?
The Holocaust reference, I think it's just basically done for shock value to make a point.
So you wouldn't actually draw a comparison. Well, he's saying the animal Holocaust is worse than the human Holocaust, in his opinion.
Well, I'm sure from his perspective, he sees something that's a never-ending behavior, essentially. Like, I don't think this guy honestly believes that everyone's going to go vegan.
Is he going so far back to the time where, we had populations of humans that had to eat meat and animal products to survive?
I couldn't really say that had to be his view, but I mean, in certain places, we do know that some indigenous cultures, like Eskimos for one, pretty much because the lack of other resources. But I mean, other cultures are like even now today are not meat heavy, or they eat meat rarely. So I mean, like, it's kind of hard to know what distinction like they were talking about. I mean, is he talking about developed society, modern society? It's like. There's so many different things to parse out with these kind of discussions.
the biggest Holocaust in the history of humankind. If you went to the nearest cow or chicken slaughterhouse and removed the animals and replaced them with Jews, you have now recreated Auschwitz. There's no difference.
What?
Yeah, that's what he was saying while you're out of
go fuck yourself, you piece of fucking garbage. Are you fucking kidding me? Go shoot yourself in your Moby-esque head, you piece of shit.
TJ Clue.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
Yeah.
The Holocaust?
Yeah.
It's Auschwitz?
Yep.
Go fucking die in a fire, you miserable sack of garbage. You're just mad because no one wants to eat your scrawny ass.
What?
Yeah, I went there.
That makes no sense.
It does make sense.
No, TJ, you're mad because no one wants to eat your ass.
That's what the
Plenty of
saying.
people want to eat my ass. I'm delicious.
I
Fuck
somehow
you.
doubt that.
You don't understand shit. Take a bite, Scotty. Taste it. Taste
No,
the rainbow.
no, we're ending that dialogue.
You
for
have
sure.
a building that exists to dismantle, to torment, to torture, and murder innocent beings. Let's play a time game.
I hate to tell
or
you,
a
but
time war.
those buildings exist. Yeah, that is basically a side effect of these people want to make money for the demand for a product. I mean, I don't like to eat meat. Do I eat it sometimes? Sure. But I have no illusions about it. I don't go like, oh, this fucking chicken here was like, it was thrilled to jump onto my fucking plate. But really, it's just because there's a demand for it. And, you can say, hey, that's immoral and that's wrong. And maybe.
Do you have any idea how stupid a chicken is? It's barely smarter than this guy. I mean, a chicken is fucking stupid, all right? I've met chickens. I could look a chicken in the eye. I could spend a week with a chicken and then eat that chicken and feel nothing.
I
think that's kinda
I wouldn't be
fucked
able to
up.
do that.
I could do
I'll
that.
admit it.
Chickens are retarded, all right?
Sure, but I mean,
yeah, but you're not. That's the difference.
Game. Let's go back 60,
And you
70
fucking have
years.
said
You go back to
otherwise
Auschwitz
before.
or you go back
Well,
to
not compared to a
Birkenau. You
fucking
remove
chicken.
the Jews and replace them with cows and chickens. You still have a Holocaust taking place.
A cow is not a fucking person. All right?
I think they're intelligent
doesn't-
animals, but they're not.
It
they're
does
as
not
smart as a
have the
human.
same level of sentience that a person does. All right? It does not have the same level of self-awareness that a human being does. It does not understand its situation the way that a human being does.
So let me ask you a question.
You cannot compare a fucking cow
If
to
an
a
animal
human
had
being in terms of
self-awareness,
moral equivalent.
would you think it was okay to eat it? If it realized, like, this is what I'm doing to you?
No, if someone was like, you want to, I mean, I don't even necessarily think it's okay to eat fucking cows, but if someone came to me and like, we're eating bonobo or something, I'd be like, that is wrong. You are unethical.
So how close do they have to be to us, evolutionary wise?
I mean, it doesn't even have to be necessarily be close to us, but if you can demonstrate that a fucking animal is like self-aware and intelligent and like has like some sort of rich emotional life and shit, then I would say it's probably not ethical to necessarily eat that.
I am clearly playing devil's advocate here, but people say that about pigs. People say pigs are even smarter than dogs.
I heard people say that about cows.
I mean, like cows. I mean, I don't know about cows. I've never met a cow. I mean, as far as pigs go, like I probably wouldn't really eat too much fucking pork wise. I mean, like I've eaten maybe since I've been more flexitarian.
Eat your tofu bacon and shut up.
I've eaten bacon like 2 times, and I think
pepperoni.
No, I haven't had any pepperoni except for some vegan pepperoni.
The vegan pepperoni I bought.
And I had some pork, and that but like I mean, I probably feel most guilty about a pig because I know it actually is a pretty intelligent animal and shit. But I don't feel too bad about chicken or fish.
Because they're not mammals? Is it like a mammal thing?
I mean, yeah, probably a little bit.
Okay.
Place.
not
In fact, we learned how to kill Jews in the Holocaust. The Nazis did because they studied what the meat industry was doing. We've learned how to torture and kill each other because we practiced on the animals first.
But
oh my God,
I don't think that's true.
That's dumb.
That's not true.
You're so dumb. Shut up. I mean, really?
He seemed pretty sensible, then he just got
He's
crazy
hyperbolic.
he got crazy real fast.
Like, killing animals for food, that was practice for killing each other.
Oh, no, that was survival.
Yeah, it's like, it was called, people had to do that to fucking live, okay? Especially people who went into very inhospitable places where there wasn't a lot of, plant-based food sources.
And really, this is kind of unbeknownst to people at the time because these are not people that had, like, let's check the weather channel to see what the fucking weather is going to be like, or let's fucking scout ahead to see what the soil conditions will be.
They don't have scientists giving them, nutritional information and shit either.
Yeah, but I mean, now we have a more modern view of things where we have all this data and we can make these decisions. It's totally different.
I think Americans do eat too much meat, and, the science pretty clearly shows that eating meat constantly is not good for people, but I think that it can I think it could be part of a fucking healthy diet as long as it's done in, like, proper moderation.
Eating animals,
Some animals. Hold on, 75% of animals on this planet are herbivores.
But it's part of our circle of life.
25% are carnivores. The circle of torture and death.
When you see a lion eating a zebra, it's
zebra?
Yeah.
But I notice you have clothes on. And I notice that you have a cell phone and you have a computer. It is unfair to pick one thing that lions do that you want to mimic when you don't want to mimic anything else they do.
I mimic tons of things lions do. I want to have sex like lions have sex. I want to sleep like lions sleep around all day.
I would say most life on Earth has certain drives that, it's like it wants to survive, it wants to replicate. It wants those things that it needs to do that. So, I mean, we move around, we need energy. Plants
also, it's not a matter of looking at a lion and saying, it's eating meat, so I want to do that too. It's a matter of our species evolved doing this. You fucking moron. Just like it's part of a lion's nature to eat a zebra, it's part of human nature to go hunting and kill something and eat it. And that we've extrapolated that down the line with our massive population growth into these ridiculous factory farms where animals are tortured and the environment is fucking ruined in the process because there's too many fucking human beings on the planet. So if anything, we need to start killing humans instead of animals, and I think we should start with this guy.
All right. I think that wraps that up.
Sure.
Just wanted to remind everyone, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe to us.
Thumbs up.
Give this video a thumbs up.
And if you replace all of the bananas in the grocery store with people, it's basically Auschwitz.
Dude, you know what? The bananas have a barcode.
They do.
Now,
just like the Jews had on their arms.
Tomorrow we're going to do the Drunken Peasants mailbag segment. I'm going to go to the post office and pick up whatever weird shit you guys have decided to send us. If you want to send us stuff and we like it, we will put it on the mail segment. Feel free to send it to the Drunken Peasants, P.O. Box 767, Dublin, Ohio 43017. Make sure to include proper postage. If you don't, it'll get sent back.
Yeah. I just want to say, by the way, too, I might as well get people prepared for this to minimize bitching.
Yeah, good luck.
There are not going to be any, not even one Drunken Peasants show next week because we will be gone. Me and Scotty will be gone to spend the holiday with our family. So
how dare you?
Well, I guess not
How
the holiday.
fucking dare you.
Spending some holiday season time with our family. Even though Scotty just got back from there, fucking Scotty taking 2 million trips of fucking.
I know.
Who else but Scotty?
Fuck you, Scotty. Sack of shit. Anyway, we won't be here, so there's not gonna be any Drunken Peasant shows next week. I might try to throw together some like clip shows or something. I don't know. We'll see. But let's let you guys know. We're going to have shows all this week, but next week it's going to be a Drunken Peasants blackout. But maybe it'll give us some time to recuperate.
I'll probably do some streaming on Rage Feed or something like that.
Yeah, Ben will still be around, so Ben might be doing some stuff here and there. And, we might put some clips up or something, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Some Best of the Drunken Peasants.
Best of the Drunken Peasants podcast.
Here is Pat Robertson admitting that homosexuality was not a sin of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a short clip. It's only 30 seconds long.
Folks, you and I are so blessed. And, the Bible talks about neither were they thankful. Pride, the Bible says, idleness and abundance of bread, neither were they thankful. That was the sin of Sodom and Gomorrah. He didn't talk about homosexuality. He said, pride and abundance of bread.
Is it the same city where they wanted to rape angels?
Yeah, but also Pat Robertson has said the exact opposite of that several times. So I don't know if this is a change in his position or if he's just so senile he can't keep it straight anymore.
Yeah, the senile fuck probably doesn't remember what he said 20 minutes ago. I mean, let alone fucking months ago.
Mm-hmm. But literally his entire career has been like, and God hated the faggots, so he killed them.
We'll never top the fucking episode we start talking about money and his face just lit up.
Money.
It was like this sunken old man just suddenly just rose up like, yeah,
every other question he was like, well,
Jesus,
when someone asks about money, he's like, ooh, money, huh? Yeah, let me tell you all about how to send that in.
Weren't thankful.
Wow.
Fuck you, Pat Robertson. You're a piece of shit.
All right. Here's a Fox News story. They're starting up the war on Christmas bullshit.
Oh, you love it. Every December, it's time for the war on Christmas.
I look forward to it more than, the old Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer claymation special.
Yeah, this is like a new Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving, a new Christmas tradition.
Yep.
I want the war on Easter.
You mean holiday tradition. Come
holiday
on.
tradition.
TJ, we're liberals.
Happy holidays,
We
TJ.
hate Christmas.
I call it Anti-Christmas.
Good one, TJ.
Fuck Christ.
Let's destroy the values of America just a little bit more.
This is just like the intro from the
what I think is great is when members of ISIS go and they find a nativity scene and all the ISIS members take turns fucking the little baby Jesus until it's filled with cum. Terrorist cum.
This really sounds more like your just fantasies coming out.
Yeah, they do it.
God, yeah, baby
That's
Jesus.
what happens.
He just has
ISIS,
to lay there,
bitch.
take it.
ISIS,
Take it.
bitch. ISIS gonna fuck your God.
Small town restaurant go viral. The unapologetic message from a bakery in Springfield, Ohio says this, quote, we use the messages like Merry Christmas and God bless America. That owner, Trent.
This story is politically incorrect. We say Merry Christmas, God bless America. We salute our flag and give thanks to Jesus.
TJ, you just did a redneck accent for people who live in Ohio who probably don't have redneck accents.
That's racist against whites.
Yep, there you go.
Fuck you, black boy.
How dare you do that, white boy?
White boy.
So part of your sign, too, it says we say Merry
Oh my God, look at this dude's hair. Jesus.
Christmas, God bless America. We salute our flag, give thanks to our troops, police officers, and firefighters. If this offends you, you're welcome to leave. In God we trust. Why now did you put this sign up?
Well, it's because I'm a fucking moron, Sally.
Well, I just felt like
He wanted some
we
fucking
didn't have
free
a forum,
marketing.
for most folks to speak out, and I think that a lot of folks feel the same way that I do.
Yeah, the proper forum for this stuff is your bakery. That's the the right forum to your politics. What is it with all these fucking weird Christian conservative bakers taking a stand?
Yeah, no lie. It's like they're all bakers too. It's like for some reason, if you own a bakery and you take a political stand, everyone gives a shit.
Yeah, like since when do we care so deeply about?
Why do we care so much about bakers?
Politics?
Are bakers like a fucking a crucial vote? Like, gotta get the fucking baker vote.
Yeah, it's the baker demographic.
We got to appeal to the baker demographic. More yeast.
That a lot of these issues have been pressed down. I think in our zeal to try to not offend a small number of people, the majority maybe isn't getting an opportunity to speak their mind. It's
what?
How stupid is
the
that?
poor oppressed majority.
You know, this is so fucking dumb. We constantly hear this now. We're the oppressed majority. It's like, I've never been to a part of America where it's like, I'm a Christian. And it's like, how dare you be a Christian? Stop.
God bless America. Fuck you, bitch! I don't believe in no fucking God.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and say shit like that and see how I'm mistreated by people. Merry Christmas as I get get the shit beat out of me.
People sneering.
Happy holidays, bitch!
Merry Christmas. That's offensive to me.
Especially today, I saw a lot of oppression among the police
He's
recently.
in Columbus.
I've seen our troops not be treated in the way that I felt that they should be treated.
He's probably in the same
and
studio
I also
you
feel
were
that
in.
we've forgotten that this country was founded in God, and I thank him for the opportunity to be a small part of his
Founded
greater
in God,
message.
we have a Judeo-Christian nation.
If you replace Fox News with like a prison-esque building, and you replace this guy with the Jews, this is just like the Holocaust.
Oh my God.
Vegan logic.
What's been the reaction so far?
I want to thank everyone for the reaction. It's been overwhelmingly positive.
Not from me.
I've gotten calls from all over the country and all over the world. And I also want to thank Mike Peters and my staff at Schuler's
Let's go
Bakery,
there and
as
buy
well
a bunch
as
of
my
his shit
staff
and just
at
throw it in
Schuler
the
Financial
trash.
Group for fielding.
Want to thank my staff. It's long. It's hard.
Just an unbelievable response. People stopping in, people calling, texting, emailing, you name it.
Let's go to Schuler's Bakery and piss on it.
It's pretty close.
Yeah, let's
if it's
go
in
there.
Springfield.
Let's go there and take a big fucking shit right in front of it and say, this is the quality of your baked goods. I ate one of your brownies and this is what came out later.
Oh, shit.
Exactly, Scotty.
Hey, Trent,
And,
so what if people disagree with this? And what do you say to people who say you're creating an imaginary threat, this is offensive, and we're going to make sure it costs you your business? What's your message to them today?
Well, I believe that I have a right to freedom of speech, and all I have done is simply express my opinions. I put my name on the sign because they are my opinions. I don't expect everyone to agree with them. I want everyone to express their own opinions, and I hope what this does is...
We're taking a small break, everybody.
Oh, my God.
We'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes.
TJ's pathetic.
No, I'm not. Yes, I am.
He is.
Lol.
believe that I could lead these people to see peace. I believe that we'll achieve everything that we reach for, baby. But don't misconceive it, cause I just don't appreciate seeing my people deceived, seeing my people grieving at these evil leads. We so naive that my beliefs are never even received. When I believe that we the people need to show appreciation. Look God in His creation, which provides alleviation, artistic innovation, relaxation, meditation, elevation. It's a taking a vacation in your basement. We won't plastic cups that come too far. But ain't that America? Ain't that America? It will force where we don't belong. But ain't that America? Ain't that America? Yeah. How many patriots will find it alarming that we have been harming and starving our armies, that we have been sending our men to defend our offenses against the defenses again? I'm offended, but yo, it's not about pride. I just think it's about time that we took it outside, surrounding outline Capitol Hill and kept it until it looks like Amityville. What 7 were killed as if it was Hamburger Hill, till everybody's screaming like the rabbit cavities fill. You had to be real, you need to think of how you would feel if you were in our brass attack and saw your family get killed. The tragedy's real, we broken, now we have to rebuild. No matter how many innocent people have to be killed, no matter how much innocent blood that we happen to spill, we have to rebuild, we have to rebuild, and we will. We will take it too far, but ain't that America? Ain't that America? We'll force where we don't belong, but ain't that America? Ain't that America? Ain't that America? And I don't wanna get any hate mail telling me that I don't love my country enough. I just love it too much to sit back and watch it get flushed down the drain. Raising light as if you know what I'm saying. This ain't about legalization, it's about appreciating nature as the foundation for this nation. We should embrace it, not just take it for granted. My God, he planted it around the planet. Yeah, some people find me to be unpatriotic, but then again, some people think that weed's a narcotic. Yo, what strikes me is I find it slightly ironic. When antibiotics are more habit forming than pot is. They pop so many pills that it almost looks robotic. It's beyond addictive, aspirin is almost hypnotic. Without it, every single thing would turn chaotic. We'd all be psychotic, we'd fried and neurotic. But back to the plot, oh my God, I forgot it. I thought I was dropping it out, I should probably stop it. I got it on topic, the plot and the chronic. I'm honestly honest, so I think that I got it, because without it, it would just not be. It's just me, these weekends and these 3 things. So trust me when I say we're liberty, we let that red, white, and blue fly over fields of green. We will take it too far, but ain't that America? Ain't that America? It will force where we don't belong, but ain't that America? Ain't that America? Ain't that America? Ain't that America? Oh, jam it, jam it. February 6, 2006 is when my heart got fixed. February 6, 2006 is when my heart got fixed. Obsessive and compulsive and depressive, uninvolved and incomplete and insecure, inferior. And I'm engulfed within excessive stress and pressure. Take every desperate measure to ensure that I am never seen. I feel invisible. How I've been overlooked and passed around and handled like a spectacle. Who has to act a certain way just to remain acceptable. Susceptible to alcohol and any pill digestible. We wrote the book, I'm breaking hearts. My soul is inaccessible. Everything I love is either ending or eventually will. Yeah, I need to get myself together, or maybe I just need to go. Yeah, I need to get myself together, or maybe I just need to go. Yeah. victimized by the crimes you committed, captivated, you just have to admit it, cause everything turns back around, but you cannot turn it back round, around, around. Every single corner is a promise that you're broken and you know where you've been, but don't know where you're going, to the point that your hope is to see the night. Take a ride towards the light and sleep tight tonight. You might be right, the plight that we all alone, and these walls of stone that you can call our own, but hey, everybody messes up and everybody chooses. We all know that everybody loses, everybody wants everything anyway, and everybody does everything every day, and you're just another anybody in the midst of everybody doing anything to become anybody, right? And I need to get myself together, or maybe I just need to go. I need to get myself together, or maybe I just need to. And I just gotta get away, cause I don't see you working out here anyway. So I'ma take it back when the place down. But who got something in my mind when I go so right? But have you ever been to the point where you be walking through the street looking for the cigarette butt sack could still be lit? And place to place it gets better with time, and then you open it up like a bottle of wine. I need to get myself together, or maybe I just need to go. I need to get myself together, or maybe I just need to go. February 6, 2006 is when my heart got fixed.
Yeah. The Drunken Peasants Podcast is back, motherfuckers. Drunken Peasants Podcast is back. So we're black, TJ?
Yeah, I said we're black.
I'm offended.
We're black.
You're disgusting.
I am one...
Cultural appropriation.
I am 1/957
Cultural
Navajo.
appropriation, TJ. Typical.
I am a Navajo. I'm
typical
a proud
white,
Navajo.
privileged male.
All right, so people have been asking us to cover more videos from, you know who.
You know who.
The other TJ.
Yeah, TJ, Tommy Sotomayor.
Tommy.
So,
Tommy.
We found a video that we thought was interesting. It's
I
called,
will say,
go ahead.
really quickly about the last time we did this video. we made fun of him for being inarticulate. And, I've watched some more of his videos. He's crazy, and he may just be evil, but he's definitely not inarticulate.
Yeah.
It was just a bad first impression.
Sure. And,
I'll give him that much.
Everyone stumbles over their words from time to time.
It was just the first thing I ever saw of him, so I assumed that he was like that all the time. He's not. I'll give him that.
And he has a nice garage.
Very nice.
That's TJ's real beef with him.
That's what he thinks the real beef is.
It's funny because, like, in his one response video to us, he was like, and one guy said that my backdrop was cool. Yeah, that's right, motherfucker, because I'm better than you, white boy.
I think I was the one who was saying it was actually pretty cool.
No, that was me.
It was you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy.
Yeah, so here we go. Oh, by the way,
it's outside.
Yeah, and I didn't get to say the title. It's Dear Black People, Stop Blaming Whites for Slavery When You Chose to Be Slaves.
Yeah, they chose it.
Yo, TJ!
What's going on, everyone? It's your boy Tommy Sotomayor.
Yeah.
Hey,
I was in a
Project
conversation with my
time.
man Tommy. You'll probably come around here and jump in a minute, but I was in a conversation with him about something, and I'm going to say something that is controversial because
you
to
do
give
it.
credit, we saw it somewhere else and heard about the thought of it, and it actually makes sense. And as you've probably been looking at the title, you know that the thing is saying slavery, yep, black folks, slavery was an option.
Yeah.
You chose slavery. It was a choice.
Yeah. Okay.
You had an option. Let me explain something to you.
Okay, there's an option.
Right.
How many of you guys have heard the little saying? You know what the saying is, Tommy. You know what I'm talking about. Come around here. I actually heard Tommy say it.
There's way
and
too
it's
many
very
people named
funny.
Tommy
You
lately.
said that guys always make this one analogy towards each other. And what happens? What's that analogy?
Here's the analogy. There's always the joke, man. A guy got a gun to your head.
Yep.
And he gives you a choice. Either you suck his dick or you take a bullet.
I'll suck the dick.
That's always been the question that's always been asked. And what most people say? Most people say, nah, I ain't gonna do that, bro. I ain't gonna do that, bro.
No, bullshit.
Yeah,
You're
fucking
full of
right.
shit.
It's
If I
like-
had a gun to your head and I was like, I'm going to shoot you, and you believe me, unless you suck my fucking little white micro penis, you'd be sucking on that shit like it was a lollipop. Shut up.
It's like, okay, so you're going to throw away the rest of your life to be like, I won't do that. I stand on principle for something that, like, would be terrible, but life goes on.
You're literally going to end your entire existence, never be able to love again, never be able to see a movie, never be able to take a walk,
Yeah,
never be able
whatever
to
it
do
is you
anything.
enjoy.
Never be able to have a thought cross your mind, never going to laugh again, never going to do any of the things that people love to do because you don't want to have a dick in your mouth for 10 minutes. I mean, granted, if you're a heterosexual guy, I presume that sucking dick is unpleasant, whatever, but it's not that bad, all right? It's not worth your life.
Not worth a fucking bullet in the head.
Hey, give he, she what him, her is trying to say. Give them
What they want. Give them what they want.
So,
dun dun dun. I had to steal my daughter's thing. But no,
That's
you
not-
think about it. If
no,
you were
let's-
given the option,
Yeah, your daughter invented that whole da-da-da.
Yeah, it's been around for a while.
Yeah, your daughter invented that.
to either get shot in the head or suck my dick, everybody say, nigga, you got to shoot me.
I don't know if everyone says that. Maybe
Not
black dudes say that. I don't know.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, as a hypothetical, of course you can say that. I mean, of course, when the situation is not presented to you, you're going to go, well, fuck that. I don't want to do it because it's obviously what you don't want to do.
I ain't sucking no dick.
But we know in reality when people are presented with situations where it's like,
situation.
I knew you were going to do that. Where, okay, you can make this choice that you don't like or die. Most people are going to make the choice.
Most individuals.
Yeah, most individuals will make that fucking decision.
Now, if that was your thought about that, then why would you not say this when it came to raping your wife, raping you, raping your kids, and spending the rest of your life
There's all this hypothetical
in
situations.
bondage, in slavery? Come on now. But see, we don't have black folks that would be willing to talk about that simple thing that, and I'm gonna hurt your feelings because he's Nigerian, but I'm gonna say it. It's Africa's fault and weak ass Africans. If we had stronger Africans, we wouldn't have no African Americans. It would just be literally if they had just said we ain't going out
If
like
history
that.
was different,
But-
it would be different.
If things happened differently, they wouldn't be the same. Good job. You figured it out. You cracked the code.
I mean, but the thing with slavery is, like, slavery has existed through a number of different cultures all over the world. It's not like slavery
Still exists to this day.
Yeah, it still exists to this day. It's not like slavery is unique to one race or one culture. It's a human behavior, and it's even observed in other animals like ants.
Yeah, ants take slaves. Mostly the black ants.
That's not what they said.
Well, maybe. Here's the thing, but it wasn't all Africans that came here. It was only some. Some survived and some did. So some must have said, "I'd rather die."
Right.
Some, the ones that didn't,
they weren't unified though.
Yeah.
So here's what you're probably saying: the weaker of the Africans are probably
I did not really catch much of that.
That's all right.
us of African Americans.
Like, it's a possibility, because you had to have fought and lost some way of form, whether you quit or you just lost. And some did, because at the end of the day, there's still some Africans.
That'd be like you guys. That would be like you guys going up against, you know, the army and saying, "I can fight like an army, like you know, a fucking squad rolls into your house in a fucking tank, and it's like, what are you gonna do?" Not every situation you're finding yourself in is just gonna be, "Oh, I give up." Even if you fight, just because you fight doesn't mean they're gonna kill you. Maybe they just knock your ass out and fucking drag you away.
I just saw Tommy from the Bronx in the chat. What's up, Tommy?
I mean, they're acting like it's basically like this false dichotomy. It's like either you fought and died, or you just gave up and that was it.
We want to have Tommy on the show.
Yeah.
Not this Tommy.
Yeah,
Tommy from the Bronx.
Yeah, we'll get a hold of a Tommy from the Bronx.
Not the lame black
Tommy from the Bronx
the cool
made a
white
good
Tommy.
Tommy from the Bronx made a
fucking racist teacher.
A pretty good response to Sotomayor.
Didn't he call him Tommy Sodomizer?
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
That's awesome.
TJ Sodomizer.
He, she, him, her.
They
would have brought as many as possible. It would have been, at this point, it would be mostly white over there and probably just all the Africans over here.
Now I know what people are gonna say.
No.
They're gonna say, "Well, wait a minute."
I'm sorry,
Can't
what?
say that.
Hold on.
What's going on?
I can't even wrap my head around what was just said.
So America would be mostly
black over here in America, mostly white in Africa.
Okay.
What has to happen for this to happen now?
I have no idea.
I'm confused. What? Okay.
Because Jews and the Holocaust, and they didn't choose to be in the Holocaust. Yeah, they did. They were the Jews did the same thing. They literally could have walked out of that situation and said, "We don't want to do it." But that ain't what they said.
We want to do it. So you literally are saying, like, the Nazis are like, "We don't want to do this to you guys, but you just gotta walk away." And the Jews are like, "Nope, burn me alive,
gas us, bitch.
Cyclone B, come on, I'm ready."
Yeah, we choosing this. We're just gonna choose this.
No, that's not how, like, horrible oppression and subjugation works. It's not like they really ask the people they're subjugating, like, "Hey, Jewish people, are you okay with being, tortured, all your possessions stripped from you, and forced into live in terrible conditions and then killed?"
The Jews walk up to the, I don't know, whoever is in charge at Auschwitz and shit, like, "Excuse me, could you guys open up the gates? We're not really feeling this whole Auschwitz thing."
Yeah, I've lost a lot of weight since I've been here. I thought it was therapeutic at first, but I'm getting real skinny, you know, so can I just go?
Of course, you're free to go the whole time. Go on. That's how they roll.
The SS or whoever was in charge.
That's how the
of those
Nazis
camps.
roll.
Yeah, they were like, "That's fine."
They're like, "Yeah, that's cool."
Yeah, there was the optional entranceway into the concentration camp.
A big revolving door.
Hey, who here today feels like being gassed today?
Ooh,
me.
Yeah.
Me.
You don't have to. You don't have to if you don't want to.
Not you.
It's optional. You don't have to do it.
And who else said it? Americans.
The
Americans. What was the saying? What's the saying?
Liberty or death.
Give me liberty or give me death. That's over taxes.
Freedom or death.
This is over
taxes,
taxes, not over just straight up
bondage,
and rape, and all that other crazy crap. This is just over taxes.
White folks went to war against the greatest naval army in the world.
Did he say white folks?
Yep.
Went to war?
He's talking about the American Revolution.
I know, but what? Okay.
Yeah, plenty of people have gone to war, and plenty of times people lose at the war. Like, you're talking about the Native Americans, they fought, they had war, they just lost. They fucking lost.
And there was a lot more to the war than just simply taxes. It wasn't just like, "Oh, okay, if we stop getting taxed, we'll be happy."
Okay, let's be real here. It was basically the founding fathers looked around and said, England's really far away. We got a bunch of people here. Yeah, we could be in charge of our own country if we really wanted to.
And at that point, we had virtually unlimited resources as far as they could see. At that point, it was just untouched land.
Plus, the French took up for us.
Yeah.
They wanted to fuck Britain, so they're like, yeah, we'll help the Americans. Why not? We weren't Americans at the time, but
The British Army was the greatest on the planet the world had ever seen. And they said, we would rather fight you to the death before we become enslaved with you. Hell, the Civil War was, they call it brother against brother, over ideals. They were literally fighting family members. So I gotta ask you black folks, while you running around talking about the bondage, and this is why I've made several videos where if black men and black women and whatever, God, that wind is blowing, but if y'all were really serious about your liberty, the biggest thing that you would do would be willing to die for it. Somebody said something when I met him out in the street. He said, the craziest thing about you is you believe the shit you saying. Shouldn't I believe it? Why would I come out in front of this camera and say stuff and be like, I don't believe that?
No. The problem is the stuff you believe is really dumb. It's not the fact that you believe it. It's the fact that what you believe is really fucking stupid. That's the problem.
Yeah, it's strange. You have someone that's wearing a hat that says logic, and it's like he's the exact opposite of that. There's no logical thread to connect these ideas. Just like going up, it's like look at this and look at that and look at that, and that's why these different times throughout history people fought and did shit. So that's why they are free and these people are not.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that if the British had started winning in the American Revolution, if it just became clear that their victory was assured, all the people who said, give me liberty or give me death, are not going to be like, well, just kill me then. They're going to be like, okay, well, I guess we have to accept British rule.
Why would I go in front of the world, put my face out there, put my reputation on the line for something I don't believe in? I believe in it enough to where I walk these streets by myself and meet up with anybody, because one is just an opinion and it's a theory. I speak on theories. It's a logical standpoint, and logically right now, if you guys don't believe in this, just go back and think about it. It's something as simple as you said, if a guy put a gun up to your head or whatever, you choose the gun. So why do you think black folks chose
this is not logical at all.
That's not a logical choice. That's the most illogical thing you could possibly do. If it comes down to sucking a dick, all right, even if you don't want to suck a dick, even if it's like one of the lowest things that you don't want to do, you should still choose that over death, okay? Because you know what? Here's what happens. You suck the dick. Oh, I sucked the dick. Then you gotta, maybe you're traumatized for a while. It's like, I can't believe I had to suck that dick. You know what happens if you take the bullet? You're just dead. You never get to fucking do anything ever again. You can recover from the trauma of having to suck a dick, all right? You can't recover from being dead. So, logically, you should suck the fucking dick.
When they didn't have to. They could have literally said, you kill me. They could have literally not been in bondage, but they chose bondage.
Yeah, so when they were presented with...
Oh, yeah, you can be dead or you can live as a slave.
It's a bullshit choice.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
They could have made the choice to die.
And there's people that were born into bondage.
I'm sure there were plenty of people
know anything else.
I'm sure there's plenty of people who did make that choice.
It's almost like the religious free will argument.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to hell if you don't want to.
Yeah, God gives you the choice between serving him and just being his little ass kiss for all eternity, or you could burn forever in a pit of flames. You got a choice.
Yeah, you got two choices.
What are you complaining about? You got two choices, subjugation or eternal torment. It's like when someone presents you with some bullshit option like, you could do this thing you don't like or this thing you don't like. I mean, neither of those is good. Neither of those is a good option. I don't understand how you can fault people for choosing bondage over death. Because at least, if you're like, they want to enslave me, part of you is probably thinking like, well, maybe someday, somehow, I can get out of this and fucking be free again and live my life.
Of course.
There's always the possibility of escape. And guess what? Tons of slaves did run away. It was a huge problem for the South.
Bondage was something they chose, and yet you're getting mad about the
something they chose when the alternative was be murdered.
Rebel flag. That's a big argument. The rebel flag.
I mean, that's actually what I even bring it to him, because this is me actually bring this topic to him, because I saw the video of the woman who flags the rebel flag, and everyone got mad at the quoted the whole quote she said where slavery was a choice and everyone got offended by that. I don't know why they got offended by that. Slavery is a true one.
You don't
yeah,
know
man,
why.
yeah, but you gotta be like, even
if you don't agree with them,
you gotta be like, you gotta be listen.
Why would you be surprised? Why would you be surprised?
Sometimes, man, you gotta make a point, man. You gotta be dealing with what you want. Yeah, yeah.
You are clearly
Faced with
racist,
hardships every
TJ.
day. If you live in your hood, you know what I'm saying? Most likely your parents suck. You know what I'm saying? Your neighborhood sucks.
What?
You have pretty much no shot at life because most likely you know what I'm saying, you have to worry about dealing with gang violence and drug violence.
Okay.
And drugs.
Right, that's a
And also,
choice.
like,
You can choose to sell dope, or you can choose to get a regular job. It's a choice. You can't say, well, I had no other options. Yes, you did. You always have options.
That's different than slavery.
That's different, though.
Yeah, all of these examples are different. I mean, you're trying to make you're trying to make these broad analogies that are broader than the subject matter really allows you to make. I mean, you're not just comparing a certain aspect of two things. You're basically comparing things whole cloth. Like, slavery, that's just like the American Revolution. Like, no, it's not. It's really not much like the American Revolution at all. The similarities are downright super fucking official.
You just might not like the type of options you had.
It's just not great options.
Right.
Not to say that's an SEO on its own, but the whole premise behind slavery is the feeling and the sensation of you do not have a choice. That's when you're a slave. The moment you say I'd rather die, or you always feel you have a choice to the day you die, is when you're free. That's how
you can't enslave a dead person.
Mm-hmm.
If you say I don't want to be a slave, I choose death. There would have never been a such thing as black slaves in America. If
some people did that, and they were killed.
Yeah, and they died.
And then the other people saw that and went like, I don't want to be dead, so why do you think they killed the slaves that got like, hey, this is bullshit?
Yeah, I mean, and after slavery was ended, there were a group of former slaves that were like, fuck this, we're not living in this country that enslaved us, and they went back to Africa and they live what is now Liberia.
Liberty.
Yeah.
People. If his people had just stood up and said, we won't go out like that, because I'm sorry, you ask the average thug today, be like, would you suck a dick or get shot in the head? What would he say? I'd rather shoot me in the head, nigga. I ain't sucking no dick. So if that's the
That
case,
person's a retard.
then we shouldn't
Stupid.
Yeah, that guy's dumb. That whoever.
And I mean, that's on the street asking somebody like, hey, in this situation, it'll probably never fucking happen. What would you do? Like, of course I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, and also.
Okay, ask the same fucking thug. Okay, there's a winning lottery ticket. You can have it. All you have to do is suck my dick, and it's $1 million. Is he gonna be like, that's gay? I'm not gonna do it.
Depends on if his friends are around.
You know, I mean, give me a fucking break.
we should have never been slaves in America because all they had to do was say no. All they had to do was say I ain't down with it. So the black folks that were slaves in America chose to be slaves.
No.
Sorry. So basically, what you're saying is all the black lineages that are descended from slaves, they should have just decided to die and have their lineages forever end for all time. That's the more rational decision. I mean, are you fucking joking? You really think that's a logical position?
And plenty of times throughout history, slaves have rebelled, and they've usually just been all killed, and then all the other slaves go like, oh, well, we know what happens when we fight back. And I mean,
they should have. But
there's a desire in
he's
humans
basically saying
to live.
they should just choose death.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's just fucking ridiculous. It's
I mean,
like,
don't you think that because these people didn't choose death, and eventually the slaves were freed, and now people like you get to be free and run your mouth on YouTube and shit? Don't you think that it was worth it for them to stick it out? Instead of just choosing to die and let their bloodlines forever end? Just the total discontinuation of their progeny? You have a shirt that says Father's Rock. You can't father too many kids when you're fucking dead. All right? You're not just killing yourself. You're killing your entire fucking bloodline. It's silly.
The most silly thing is that this video series is a two-parter. This is part one.
It takes 2 videos to really make this point.
Yeah.
They literally could have decided, I don't want to do that. Now, we
So
know a
they
lot of
make
people
other
get
points
mad, so
then,
this
or-
is Coon Talk 101. But if you don't think that you are strong enough people to walk away
So, like,
you can't walk away. You're recommending that they die. There's no walking away when you're dead.
Well, I mean, we all have the choice whether or not we want to pay taxes. We can either pay taxes and give money to the government for them to do whatever they want with, or we can go to prison.
Right.
We could be like, fuck you. I choose
I'm walking
not
away
to.
from taxes.
Yeah.
I'm just walking away from taxes.
Walking away.
We had a choice.
Yeah, that's true.
You chose to pay taxes. You didn't have to.
Could have chosen jail.
Yep.
Put your life on the line for something. This is what I try to teach my daughter. This is what I'm having to learn myself. There is not a video out there, and every day I wake up, I see 10, 12 videos. And this is why I know black Americans are weak. Because you see all these videos, and they're saying to me, we gonna kill you if you come to Atlanta. We gonna kill you if you come to Detroit. We gonna kill you. And I'm sitting there thinking, they literally believe black folks are so weak that all you have to do is threaten them, and they will quit doing whatever they were doing. Why? Because they saw their white daddy do it. They saw white folks tell black folks, we'll either kill you or you let us rape your wives, your aunts, your brothers, your kids.
No, none of them alive today saw that.
No. Not one.
Everybody. And black folks chose, man, go ahead and rape us. Right now, if black folks was bad like any other group of people, no other group of people would allow their church to be bombed like that. And not only that, but they've been burning churches since it's happened. Like, they've literally been burning churches.
It was like 5 or 6.
What do you mean they wouldn't allow that?
What do you mean they wouldn't allow it? What are they going to do? The fuck are you gonna do? Someone comes and burns your church.
What about the fucking racist dude that fucking went to the black church and killed people? Like, they could have fought back, or they could have just, like, they didn't expect it to fucking happen. I mean, what do you want from people? Just have, like, a fucking, like, precognition. Oh, some bad shit's gonna happen. Let's prevent it.
I just love how he acts like black people are the only people who can be coerced with the threat of violence into doing something. That's clearly not true.
That's a trait of a lot of animals and a lot of fucking people, that it's just very easy, like, physical violence or do what I want. It's like, just do what they want.
Yeah, I mean, like, most people, like, that's why robberies work. You know, if I go to in a convenience store and fucking put a gun in the clerk's face and say, give me all the fucking money in the register, chances are, regardless of that clerk's race, I'm going to get the fucking money.
Oh, he chose to be robbed by you.
He
had a choice.
He could have walked away.
Could have been shot, and then I would have taken the money anyway.
He chose to stay alive like a little bitch and get robbed.
What a pussy. What a pussy, huh?
Yeah, we confronted with a 357. He was like, you know what? Feed me the fucking bullets, bitch.
I ain't giving you this money. I choose
the
to
$7 an hour. The $7.25 an hour I make is just too much to pass up.
Yeah, and I can't bear to give you the $500 in the cash register.
If it's even that,
it's usually not.
But and my whole thing is too, like, the whole point is that you have a choice. If you chose slavery, then be accepting of the fact that you chose slavery. Not just say that, like,
no one chose slavery. All right, if they chose slavery, it wouldn't be slavery.
Yeah, that would be like sadomasochism.
Yeah, or something. And also, no one alive today made that choice to begin with. It's not a choice in the first place, but even if it were, no black person alive today fucking made the choice to be a slave, at least not in America. All right? So, I don't understand. Like, you're basically criticizing people who are long dead for some supposed choice they made, which wasn't even a fucking choice. I mean, this is silly. This is flat out fucking silly.
Yo, some people probably would take the dick in their mouth.
Yeah, anybody who is actually logical.
Yeah, rational.
Instead of just wearing logic on their hat, people who actually embody logic would in fact suck the dick.
Yeah, practitioners of logic would be like, give me the dick, let me move on with my fucking life.
Just to live. I'm not really mad at you, but don't act like you didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. It's like, don't act like you didn't have a choice.
What was those?
You didn't have a choice. Okay, you had it in the most technical fucking sense. You had a choice. I mean, it's like if I walk up to you and say, like, okay, I fucking chloroform you, weird dreadlock guy who can't talk, and I fucking say to you, hey, you got a choice, man. I could cut off your left nut, or I can cut off your right nut. Which do you want? He's like, please, God, don't do that. I'm giving you a choice, man. Look, a lot of people don't even get a choice.
Or you can die.
You get a choice. No, death's not an option. Left nut, right nut. That's your choice.
Yeah, which one's more important?
Enjoy your fucking choice, you stupid fucking retard. Oh my god. So is the show's over, I think.
All right.
It's
I don't think it topped this level of stupidity. It's pretty hard.
2 hours and 40 minutes a show, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Good night. We will see you guys Wednesday. Maybe try to get Tommy from the Bronx on here on Wednesday. I don't know if we already have a guest or not, but
we don't have anything lined up. We could get him on here.
let's
at least
try to
for
get
2
Tommy on
segments.
here. I miss Tommy. I haven't seen Tommy in ages.
I want to suck Tommy's dick.
I'm gonna suck Tommy's dick right off.
All right, guys. We'll see you on Wednesday. Have a good night.
Fuck you, TJ.